Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina.
Join Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world.
You are in the right place at the right time. The Black Business Network opens again for its Black Business Olympics, a 24/7 broadcast on business, strategies, global branding, social media marketing, finance, advertisement, and much, much more. featuring the top, most powerful entrepreneurs and speakers and thought leaders from all around the world as they gather together for this phenomenal event. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the metaverse, STEM City USA, Black Multiverse, Pod TV, Roku, Hulu, iHeartRadio, Apple TV, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Google Podcasts, Facebook, LinkedIn, IBM TV, Spotify, and Twitch. Tune in today and be a part of this amazing movement. The Black Business Olympics welcomes you.
Did you know that approximately 333.34 million businesses exist today, according to a report from 2021? And you may be one of those businesses, or maybe you're not in the business market yet, but you're aspiring to be a business owner. Well, guess what? You're in the right place at the right time. Because let's face it, everything is about timing and opportunity. Hi, my name is Dr. Lotus Richey, and I'm the CEO and founder of the Lotus Richey Coaching and Consulting LLC, along with the Lotus Richey Ignite Show. 15 minutes of success with Dr. Lotus Richey, as well as books to boom your business and bring who you are. And today, I want to bring this amazing message to you about the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics. See, the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics is designed to help people just like you, that's right, that look like me, to take their business to the next level. Not just in your front yard or your backyard, but globally. The Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics is designed not to just help you survive, but to help you thrive. So join us today as we come together with businesses all around the world to support our students, our children, our young teens, our young entrepreneurs. What we do is we come together to help raise funds for students who are aspiring to be business entrepreneurs, who are aspiring and who are thriving in college. We endow them with a wonderful opportunity to gain scholarship of either a laptop or several thousands of dollars. And we invite you to help be a contributor to this amazing opportunity to help someone that looks just like you. So join us today at our website and let us connect with you and help you ignite and take flight in every area of your life on the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics. I'll see you on the other side.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support. Where health education is abundant. Where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations. Welcome. You have arrived at STEM City USA. It is what every city should be. A safe and trusted community where you find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond. STEM City is unlike anything you have ever experienced. It is a digital twin of the world around you, only better. STEM City is about energy and soul renewal. It is more than a digital world. You can almost feel the power of live cultural events, music, and theater. STEM City promises a better future for children with caring mentors and hands-on activities with dedicated tutors to support our youth. STEM City is your passport to a healthy lifestyle with weekly events addressing our community's many issues. STEM City is your financial well-being with helpful information on wealth management, career advancement, job training, and so much more. STEM City is the community you deserve. It is the city where your dreams can come true. STEM City USA, a place in the sky that is accessible to all who reach for the stars.
This is Dr. Arnold T. Petsworth. He's the owner of Petsworth Vet World, a veterinary clinic in Hopton, Connecticut. His patients include dog, cat, frog, fish,
Goldie,
dog, and this alpaca. Due to doctor-patient confidentiality, we can't tell you their names. Business at Vet World was steady, and then quarantine hit. Neighbors brought new four-legged friends into their homes. Bunnies. Bunnies everywhere. Dr. Petsworth welcomed these new patients with open arms. The only problem? There were more appointments than he could manage. That's when Dr. Petsworth turned to his American Express business card, which offers spending potential that's built for his changing business needs. He decided to hire a new assistant, Julio, and with spending power built for business purchases, he used his card to furnish a new exam room. Together, Dr. Petsworth, Julio, and American Express Business made sure all the pets of Hopton got the love and care they deserved. And everyone was happy. Get the card built for business by American Express.
Did you know women represent just 3% of Fortune 500 CEOs and less than 15% of corporate executives at top companies worldwide? Have you wondered what the secrets are to getting into the top ranks, whether in the private or public sector? Do you want to figure out how to stop being held back in your career or passed over for promotion? Then you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, President and CEO of the Executive Women's Success Institute. I have decades of experience in the military, the federal government, and corporate America, and my mission is to help women succeed and tap into their full potential. I want to reach 1 million plus women around the world to become the leaders they are meant to be. So if you want to move into a management or executive level position, or maybe you are a female veteran transitioning out of the military into business entrepreneurship, then reach out to the Executive Women's Success Institute at 301-693-3284. Let us get you on the fast track to success.
I was born in a little village. I was born in a little village on the island of Haiti. Many deadly diseases pounded me. It is as if they were on a mission to end my existence on this earth. I refused to give up. In 1983, I left Haiti and came to the United States of America. And I came with $5, 2 shirts. I didn't speak any English. I came to Atlanta. I got a job. I was a doorman. I was a doorman with a dream. What I used to come on stage. I'd rehearse this moment that I'm standing in front of you. That's the power of a dream. Maybe today is the day you begin acting as if you already have it. And then step out with full force. Take a risk. No condition is permanent. Don't let your situation distract you. You are chosen. You are called. You are born for a purpose in this life.
I'm Kennedy Harris. My genius is being an entrepreneur. I'm the CEO of K-Lock, a company where I develop my very own line of kids supplements. I currently market my multivitamin for kids to help combat weak immunity. During the pandemic, research has shown that having a strong immune system is key to fighting off disease. My vitamins are for kids, but adults can benefit from them as well. I'm adding a proprietary blend to my supplement line. I want to create my own blend so that I have a competitive edge in the marketplace. Staying healthy is important to me so that we live longer and have healthier lives. My website is klockproducts.com. That is Klock. Genius is common.
Why do I do what I do? You know, my life coach asked me that a few years ago. And she said, Tony, what's your why? And I told her, and she said, girl, you've already accomplished that. Perhaps you need a new why.
Hi, Tony Harris, Amy Hoydu with Say It Said Marketing, one of your students. And just wanted to say thank you, Tony Harris, for spending so much time with me and giving me that boost in my business that I so drastically needed.
My why is to touch, move, and inspire my clients to take drastic steps to be better than they were before they met me. I'm a resource. I'm a connector. I want to help people build deeper relationships that are beneficial to their life and business. That's what I do best.
So, first thing you got to do is show up. And speaking is a way to magnetically attract your ideal client to you. How many of you use social media that way? Absolutely, and this is how you look to the world. Drastic steps are the steps that are needed to be successful. And my business is drastic denotes a mindset. Getting out of your comfort zone. Doing something that you don't necessarily feel comfortable doing, want to do, but you know it's a necessary step to be successful in your business.
I get the most satisfaction when I see my connections flourishing into relationships long after I am gone.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Augustine with Media Jasmine, and I've joined several networking and referral groups in the area. And Network in Action Northeast Houston with Tony Harris Taylor is one of the best organizations that I've joined.
I love that piece of what I do, and it is what fuels my fire. My name is Tony Harris Taylor, saying take a drastic step today for a fantastic tomorrow.
How's everybody doing out there? It's your man, Demetrius L. Brown, a.k.a. The Business Point God. Guess what? I am launching my new show June 7th, 9 a.m., Understanding the Play. What is Understanding the Play about? I'm glad you asked. It's a lot of great people doing great things out here. They just don't have all the right tools and knowledge that they need to get to that defined level of success. Guess what? I'm bringing the right people in. I'm bringing the right tools in with explanation. Yes, with explanation. Of course, we're going to motivate you, but we're going to educate you so that you can get to that level and you can get to the momentum, reaching that next level of success.
Tune into Understanding the Play with the Business Point Guard.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo. One of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. the world. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
And good morning, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations, and welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Coach Kimberly Williams, and I am your business moderator for this morning on the Black Business Olympics. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, but business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Now, today we have a keynote speaker named Will Baptiste. He is a trilingual Haitian native residing in Quebec, Canada. That's a transformative leader empowering men to rise globally. Will to Rise is birthed out of.
Hello, I'm Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, President and CEO of the Executive Women's Success Institute. And my genius is helping women accelerate the path to success. You know, I was blessed to have strong women in my life who encouraged, motivated, and pushed me to do my best and to never even think about giving up on my dreams. So I say to women, we must show up to rise up. We have talents and potential, but who will see them if we don't speak up and get noticed? I know that women are a tremendous resource on this planet, and there is nothing more fulfilling than helping a woman tap into her full potential. I do this because I want to be a part of helping as many women as I can to show up, to rise up. I do this because genius is common.
Thank you. And our next speaker is Demetrius L. Brown. He has over 18 years experience in radio, technology, and marketing. He started his media career in radio at Intercom Communication, Greensboro. As a proud board operator and weekend on-air talent at 102 Jams, on one of the top radios in America. Within his first 2 years, Demetrius became the head board operator and executive producer for all live broadcast events, such as Stuff the Bus, Super Jams, Birthday Bash, BET Awards, Friday Night Live, Friday Night Football, and NCAA East Carolina University football on WPET, a sister radio station at Intercom. Demetrius continued to dominate the radio industry by becoming a marketing director for 97.1 WQMG and then the traffic director for 97.1 WQMG, 93.1 WPAW, and 1510 WEAL of Intercom Greensboro. In the midst of Demetrius learning and working his way up the corporate ladder of the radio industry, he also became a student of technology, new innovations, and where innovation was taking the world. I want to introduce to you none other than Mr. Demetrius L. Brown.
How you doing?
So good morning to you, and thank you so much for joining us here on the Black Business Network. I'm excited to hear from you. And how are you this morning?
I'm doing good. How are you doing today, Coach?
I am doing well. Genius is coming, and I'm going to see you on the other side.
How's everybody doing this morning? Again, my name is Demetrius L. Brown. And again, I started my radio career at Intercom Communication in 2003. I got into radio because I saw where radio was in our community, the effectiveness in our community. And I saw that our community wasn't getting back what we was putting into our radio stations. And then by working in radio, I realized communication is, we have to have effective communication, how important communications is when we're doing business, when we're dealing with certain people, and especially in our Black communities. You know, people communicate with us when they want something, when they want our money, they want our votes and things like that. But, you know, being a business owner from Intercom, I went on to start FUBU Radio. I partnered up with the guys who own FUBU. Of course, you know, the FUBU brand started in 1992. Right now, sales are at $8.6 billion. But, you know, I saw where radio can go, and I opened my mouth. They say you always got to open your mouth and ask the question, because if you don't, you wouldn't get a yes, or you won't get a no. You will never know. So I approached FUBU Radio in 2014, said, hey, let's create FUBU Radio. With Keith Perrin, first, Keith Perrin said, we only know clothing. And a year later, he called me back. He said, hey, let's create FUBU Radio. So it was through my communication with a bigger brand, not being scared. So that's one thing. We can't be scared when we have to communicate, when we need to communicate. So through my communication and my faith and the effectiveness of the communication, being able to present a need and a want, and what the benefit can be of creating FUBU Radio, we launched FUBU Radio in 2015. And today I just really want to talk about the effectiveness of communication. I want to talk about dynamic communication. Dynamic communication can get you far. It can take you to levels that people cannot reach who don't communicate. Dynamic communication is the backbone to a successful organization. And again, don't be scared to communicate. I know a lot of people, they're scared to hear no. They don't want to hear no. But your no is not a final answer. Your no, it might be that stepping stone to get to that next level. Maybe you're not ready for that yes, but you have to keep communicating. You have to keep building your communication skills. You have to keep becoming that dynamic communicator so that you can reach your next level of success. And communication is a work in progress. We don't learn how to communicate until the day we die. So no one has mastered, you can't master communication, but you can master your level of communication or where you are. So if you're just starting a business, guess what? It's a level of communication there. If you've been in business for years, that's a level of communication in there. If you're an expert at what you do, there's a level of communication there. You just have to understand where you are, and you have to master that level of communication to become a dynamic communicator. So let me give you a few points of how to become a dynamic communicator. First, you have to build that foundation of trust. Yes, trust is the key thing. It's a key thing. If you don't have a foundation of trust with people, they're not going to listen to you. So anything you say is going to fall on deaf ears. So you have to build that foundation of trust. Know what you're talking about. And if you don't know, say you don't know, because people respect that even more if you say you don't know. But people don't respect you coming in, you acting like you do know. And a lot of people will test you. They will say certain things and see, okay, let me see if they pick up. And something you should know, if you claim to be like an expert or you know something, then people will be like, oh, they don't know what they're talking about. And they're not going to have a conversation with you to say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. So real people who value their time, they gonna put in their heart, okay, they don't know what they're talking about. They're trying to give me a bunch of fluff. So I can't trust anything they say from this point. So I'm just going to not answer their call, not answer their text. I'm not just going to communicate with them. So to be a dynamic communicator, you have to build that foundation of trust. You must open communication. You must foster trust. So if you got a business, guess what? If you're the business owner, talk to your employees or your independent contractors. Be honest with them. If you're struggling with something, you can't make a payment, you can't do this as a business owner, be honest with the people. Don't have them go through excited about something and then you get the work done, you bust a bubble. No, you have to be honest from the get-go. If you are a coach out here, one thing I used to hate when people say, hey, let me make you a millionaire. Do you want me to make you a millionaire? My question is, are you a millionaire? So how can you make me something that you're not? Now, you could have said, hey, do you want to learn this process of becoming successful or becoming a millionaire like I'm going through now? I respect that statement even more than saying, hey, let me make you a millionaire, because you can't make me something that you're not. Now, you can show me the process that you're going through to get there. So your wording must be your wording is very important. So make sure you build that foundation of trust. That's the first thing in becoming a dynamic communicator. Clarity next, clarity and understanding. Be clear about what you're doing. Be clear about what you're saying. Make sure people understand what you are saying. But I want to back up. So that you can be clear and so that people can understand you must understand them. You must understand where they're coming from. So the first thing of communication is listening. So don't listen just to jump in to get your point across. Listen to understand. You must listen to understand who the person is across from you that you're talking to, that you're about to communicate. Because sometimes we're so quick to talk about what we're doing, what we got, how we're doing it, and blah, blah, blah. And we didn't hear nothing the person across from us said. But how can we be effective communicators? How can we be clear, and how can we help other people get an understanding when we don't have an understanding of them and we don't have a clarity of what they're talking about? Not because they didn't get their point across, it's because we didn't listen. We didn't listen to understand. We didn't listen to get a clear point of what they're saying. We was just listening so that we can jump in. It's like double dutch. So make sure to be a dynamic communicator, you're listening for clarity. You're listening for understanding. Then when you communicate back, you can communicate back clear to that person. You can communicate back with an understanding. So again, this show is Black Business Network. So we're talking to entrepreneurs out here. We're talking to seasoned entrepreneurs. We're talking to future entrepreneurs. So when you're in business, make sure you understand your customer. Make sure you understand your client. Make sure you understand your student if you're a coach. And I know sometimes we can be at certain levels in our business and we be like, man, we there. They don't know much because they brand new. No, just still listen to them, because I promise you, it's something that somebody who never been in business, they've been around business or entrepreneurship or finances, whatever, they can say something that a seasoned person can learn. Because guess what? As a seasoned business owner, we must pay attention to people's behavior around the product, around the service, around the brand, so that we can enhance what we're doing. So don't be quick. Don't be quick to judge or count somebody off because of how much time or they're brand new into something. Just listen and get clarity, because I promise you that one moment can help you take your expertise to that next level. So third point, enhancing team collaboration. Now, communication is about teamwork. How can you have a team if you don't communicate? See, I go by the business point guard. Why do I go by the business point guard? Because I help businesses win that championship. I help them get to that next level. But guess what? It had to be a team effort. And we can't be a team if I'm not listening to you. We can't be a team if I don't have dynamic communication skills or effective communication skills. And the first thing to have great skill is trust. So if I'm presenting myself, if I got all the answers without even knowing what the problem is, guess what? You're not going to trust me, because you're going to be like, he's not even listening to me. He don't have an understanding. He's just going based on his expertise. And, you know, and that's not building trust. You have to listen to people so that you can be an effective team. And I don't care if you have employees, independent contractors, or you just have someone who's coming in to do your service, or virtual assistant. Guess what? At that moment during that season, they're your team. And you must learn how to rally around your team through effective communication. That circle, that huddle, that's a huddle of communication. When they break, before they break, that quarterback or that point guard, they're giving a play. They're giving a play. Guess what? That quarterback, he got somebody in his ear, somebody who have looked over the whole field or looked over the whole court, which is part of, with their eyes, they're listening, they're seeing, okay, this play didn't work because of this. This play didn't work because of that. So they got a clarity. So now in the earpiece, that quarterback is listening, say, hey, don't run this play because this is the way it didn't work. So run this play. So in that circle, guess what he's doing? He's communicating to his team. He's communicating. Let's talk about football. He's communicating to the lineman. He's communicating to the running back, to everybody else to say, okay, hey, this is the way we got to go. So just imagine if one of the linemen didn't listen to the play, so they're running a whole nother play, the lineman doing another play, that quarterback's going to get sacked. That play is not going to work. So to have an effective team, you have to have dynamic communication skills. And if you're the leader, guess what? You have to bring that team together through communication. And the team, and people know if you're about yourself. So make sure you enhance team collaboration. Then next thing for communication, embrace diversity. You got to embrace diversity. You're going to deal with different people with different mindsets from different backgrounds. And again, who have been through different traditions. You know, we all have different traditions. We all have been taught different ways to do things. You know, we have to embrace diversity. Not saying, you know, you have to transform yourself, you know, or you have to be what this next person is. No, by embracing diversity, that means you're bringing your skill with their skills, with their skills. It's like Transformers. You have different Autobots, you have different vehicles, you have different pieces coming together to make one big Megatron, to make one big machine. And that's diverse, because if you understand Transformers, if you ever seen Transformers, you have different vehicles, being from tanks, smaller cars, or trucks. They come together to make one big machine, and that's diversity. You have groups of people from different walks of life who learn different ways, who have value, who can come together as one. You can bring your skills together as one, and y'all can do great things together. But again, to be a dynamic communicator, an effective communicator, you must embrace diversity. And don't judge people. Don't judge people because you don't know where they came from or what they did. Man, we didn't do it this way over here. We didn't do it this way over here. That's cool. You didn't do it this way over there, because it's more than one way to do anything. It's more than one way to do anything. So don't put in your mind, just because you learned this way, that's the only way to do it. Because then you're putting up walls, and you're blocking out communication. You're blocking out this person. You're blocking out this person because you're stuck in your way. And I promise you, you won't be successful. You will not be successful if you're blocking out people, because we can't do this thing by ourselves. We cannot do this thing by ourselves. And if you just tuned in, you are here at the Black Business Network. This is the Black Business Olympic. We are in day 2, September edition, and we're talking about communication. We're talking about dynamic communication. And again, so for you to be successful business owner or whatever it is that you do, you have to be an effective and a dynamic communicator. We're going to use the word dynamic, because we are in a different season. We can't just be good. We can't just be good. We must be dynamic and communicating. So the first thing I said, we must build a foundation of trust. The second thing is clarity and understanding. The third thing is enhancing team collaboration, because guess what? This might not be your employer, but this might be your independent contractor. This might be your virtual assistant. This might be somebody you just working with for the day. But for that moment, that's your team, and you must embrace team collaboration. Embrace diversity. You must embrace diversity, because everybody is different. Everybody learn in different ways. Everybody has been through different things. So again, let's focus on being an effective, a dynamic communicator. And feedback. I don't know why, but a lot of people are scared of feedback. A lot of people don't want to hear feedback on themselves. But how do you grow? How do you learn? You have to receive feedback. If you're the only one giving feedback on yourself, guess what? You're not going to grow. You're not going to go to that next level. It's not going to happen, because guess what? Everything you do is good, is great, so it always takes somebody from the outside to give that constructive criticism. Now, I'm not saying be judgmental. I'm saying allow people to give you constructive criticism, and you use what you want to use. You take what you want to take, and if you don't want to hear it, you don't want to use this piece, don't use it. But be open to criticism. Be open to it, because guess what? We all have things and flaws and faults that we have to change about us. So again, to be a dynamic communicator, you have to take feedback. You have to take effective criticism. So then conflict resolution. So some of us I've seen, and I used to be like this. I'm gonna be honest. So when I used to talk to someone, and if I feel like it won't go in the way I want it to go, I feel myself getting heated. Or if I'm having a conversation with one of my partners about something, I saw myself getting heated, and it got loud. They got loud. I got loud. And guess what? Nothing got resolved. Nothing got resolved, because they mad because I'm loud. I'm mad because they loud. I'm mad because I don't feel like they listening. They mad because they don't feel like I'm listening. And honestly, in all honesty, we wasn't. And that's poor conflict resolution. And you're going to always have conflict, period. You're going to have conflict, but you must know how to handle it, because I'm telling you, if you don't, you might say something in a moment that will destroy the whole relationship. You might say something in that moment that might destroy your whole character. You might say something in that moment that might destroy your whole business and destroy the whole foundation of trust that you spend a lot of time building. We are emotional creatures. We are emotional creatures, and if we don't know how to control our emotions, we're not going to be great we're not going to be great at solving conflict. We won't have great conflict resolution skills. So again, if you feel yourself getting heated, hot, guess what? Just say, let's pick up this conversation later. Let us both cool down. Or if it's not even another person who's say, let me just step away for a minute and let me get myself together and let's have this conversation. That's the best way to do that. That's part of being a dynamic communicator. Because if you brawling, you rah, nobody's hearing nobody. And the wall it's a wall there. Nobody's communicating. Your words are boom, boom. But guess what? That relationship is being torn down piece by piece by piece by piece, and your character is being diminish piece by piece as you are sitting there arguing and fussing with someone. So again, just make sure that you don't handle a situation in the heat of the moment. Just walk off. Just learn how to walk off. And the next thing is training and development. Guess what? We have to learn different things. So if we want to be a dynamic communicator, we have to learn how to communicate in the area that we're in or the area we want to be in. If you're believing to be the top CEO in the metaverse technology, guess what? You have to know the terminology. You have to know the metaverse terminology. You have to know the coding terminology. You must know this terminology. If you're a software developer, guess what? You must know the terminology, but it doesn't stop where you finish school at or wherever you got your degree. Guess what? Things are changing. Since the pandemic, verbiage of technology, different AI and metaverse and NFTs and, things, streaming. It's a lot of things within those words itself. AI, you have over 100 pieces of terminology in areas that go into AI. The metaverse, it's a lot of pieces that go with the metaverse. I mean, when it comes to streaming, it's a lot of pieces that go with streaming. Being from Matrix, everything have Matrix. So understand the terminology, what's going on in the areas you want to be in. If you want to be a coach, if you must communicate that you are continually growing. Because guess what? Coaching, if you're coaching somebody, coaching means that you're taking this person to the next level. And we have seasons. It's just like regular sports. Basketball, football, baseball, soccer, whatever, there are seasons. And guess what? After one season is over, not even when the season is over, but before going into that season, that coach know what he want to do. He know he want to win a championship. He know how he can win this championship because he studied all his players. He studied the other team's players. He studied ways to cultivate the different plays and different things like that so he can communicate that next level for that next season. Guess what? If that season was 0 and 10, he's going back to the drawing board. Each season, once the season is over, that coach is going back to the drawing board, figuring out, okay, how can we become effective in the next season? What is our goal for that next season? How do I communicate that to my team, to my coaching staff, to the head office? How do I communicate this thing? So what he does during the summer, he goes back, he study. And that's what we have to do too as business owners. We have to study where we are daily, weekly, however you want to do it, but things are constantly changing. So if you want to be a dynamic communicator, an effective communicator, and you want to build a brand to reach the level of success that you define for yourself, you must be a dynamic communicator, an effective communicator. But I'm going to end with this. I'm going to share these points again with you. And again, if you just tuned in, this is the Black Business Network. We are in the Black Business Olympics. This is September edition, and this is day 2 morning session. I am Demetrius L. Brown, CEO of FUBU Radio, and I was talking about effective communication, dynamic communication, and we know dynamic communication is the backbone to any successful organization. But I'm going to go down the points for you. So I'm going to give you a second if you was writing them down. All right, you're second up. First, build the foundation of trust. You must build that foundation of trust with whoever you're working with, whoever you are trying to communicate. 2, you must have clarity and understanding. So you must listen to get clarity and understanding so that you can communicate back clear and with a good, so that they can understand. You must enhance team collaboration. So whoever you're working with at that moment, guess what? Y'all are on the same team, and you must be able to communicate the play at that moment with your team. I don't care if it's a virtual assistant. I don't care if it's an independent contractor. I don't care what it is. If that person is with you right there and y'all are doing an assignment to get you to that next level, they are part of your team at that moment. Embrace diversity. Everybody think differently. Everybody come from different places. Everybody learn differently. So you must embrace so that you all can use your different skills to become one power. So if you're not embracing somebody else's diversity or somebody else's skills, somebody else's talent, and you think you know everything, again, like I said before, I promise you, you're not going to make it to that next level. So embrace diversity. Feedback. Be able to take feedback. Take feedback. Be able to take constructive criticism and give constructive criticism. And I want to tie that one in. I want to tie that in with clarity and understanding. If you are giving somebody criticism or you're trying to just help them, make sure you heard what they said. You really paid attention how they did it. And you're not in your mind to say, oh, I didn't do it that way, so let me criticize them or let me give them constructive criticism based on how I do it. No, it's not based on how you do it. It's based on getting the job done correctly, again, in a trustful manner. So say like if this person is talking and maybe they use some of the wrong words or something like that. It's all right to say, hey, that word you used it in the wrong way. I just wanted to let you know. So again, when you give feedback, think about how you give it and, think about how you want to receive feedback, but be able to receive feedback, constructive criticism, conflict resolution. Be able to walk away when things get heated, when things get hot, be able to walk away. Because again, you can tear some relationships apart. You can tear your character apart. If you are rowdy, y'all fussing, y'all arguing, be able to just walk away from conflict. And again, train yourself on a daily basis to learn different terminologies and different skills in your area to help you become that dynamic communicator. And I want to thank you all for having me.
Oh, thank you so very much, Demetrius, for sharing your expertise with us here. Those are some awesome nuggets that you've left us with. I'd like to ask you, how can we get in contact with you? Where can we find you?
Yes, at Demetrius L. Well, I'm sorry. Let me back up. At the Business Point Guard on Instagram
and the Facebook. Business Point Guard.
Yes. And
awesome. Thank you again for your time, and Genius is coming, and we'll see you on the other side.
Thank you.
The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college and K-12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. You may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund or use the Cash App that's on the screen below. And it's at $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students can register online at www.
Hello, my name is Kiasi Helm, and I'm 14.
Thank you so very much. And I want to say hello and thank you to our sponsors for September 2023. We have North Carolina 100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Roche Coaching and Training, Carolina Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, BHS and Associates, Margie McLean Foundation Incorporated, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Mullane Shani Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Forces Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, and the Black Business Expo USA. Genius is common, and I will see you on the other side.
Hey guys, my name is Caden. I'm the CEO of Caden Teaches, and my genius is teaching kids about financial literacy. Throughout my financial products, such as my financial flashcards, my activity book, and my newest project, my financial bus, which I bought. And on the bus, it has a mock bank where kids will learn how to deposit and withdraw money, a mock grocery store where kids will be able to learn how to have a family budget, and a mock stock exchange where kids will even be able to learn how to invest in stocks. Now, I decided to start teaching kids about financial literacy because I find that most kids graduate high school without even knowing the basics about financial literacy. And I feel if I were to teach kids about financial literacy, that I would be able to help kids tap into their genius. And I actually learned about financial literacy to my dad because I would go to business meetings with him and I would always see that they were talking about financial literacy. And at that point, I didn't understand what financial literacy was. So I took it upon myself to learn about financial literacy and teach it to kids in a way that they could understand. But I want you guys to help me help kids tap into their genius by going to my website, cadenteaches.com, and you can sew into me in my financial bus by going to my GoFundMe link. And remember, if Caden can, you can too, because genius is common.
Over the past few years, we've seen the growth of existing and new initiatives focused on financial inclusion, building global networks, and reducing the wealth gap in response to the idea there's not enough seats at the table. Whether their outcomes are to increase the representation of Black executives on corporate boards, ensure an inclusive global economy, or to create new U.S. African commercial pathways, the strategies are often carried out by separate programs. The question is, should they be? With the continent of Africa being home to more than half of the world's fastest growing economies, the youngest workforce, over 400 companies generating more than $1 billion annually, 700 generating more than $500 million annually that are poised for growth, and being the destination of nearly $5 billion in venture capital in 2021. Diversifying U.S. and Africa commercial engagement by building bridges between African businesses and their U.S. diaspora should begin being seen as mutually beneficial. From helping to reduce Africa's enormous capital gap to catalyzing two-way trade opportunities, the COVID-19 global pandemic hopefully has taught us that global challenges and opportunities are more interconnected than we thought. During the pandemic, African companies like Unicorn Flutterwave, insurance provider Reliance Health, ride-hailing app Yasir, and 54Gene, the continent's first bank of DNA on people of African descent, proved that when African companies have access to networks, capital, and information, they grow big, grow fast, and create solutions that are valuable to the world. This is why Be Direct was created. We are the first U.S.-based but African-centric board preparedness and board search company designed to connect U.S. Black talent and corporations to African businesses. Unique and fundamental to Be Direct's success is our process of helping board candidates adapt their experience and networks to an African context before they're connected to high-growth companies that are looking to locally and globally scale. From our focus groups with African business execs and government leaders, we don't ignore the sentiment that business is easy, but people are hard. Having a pool of board candidates with hard-to-access networks and extensive experience across the business life cycle, including successfully raising capital, is table stakes for an initiative like this. So yes, we have that. But corporate or entrepreneurial success in the U.S. does not guarantee success in Africa. Developed alongside industry partners on the continent, our training program, Be Direct Prep, is designed to transpose their experience to create cultural comfort, understanding, and a commitment to helping businesses in Africa scale. Our board governance sessions are African continental and country specific, integrated with cultural awareness and dexterity training, masterclasses led by African industry execs, and mentoring and coaching from African continental-based facilitators. But even more unique to Be Direct Prep, we cap off our training program with an immersion trip to help candidates that have not been to Africa before see and feel Africa's complexity and opportunity from African soil. We all know traditional network-based board placement has historically left a lot of us out of ever really being in the paid board pipeline. Our strategy supports the work of many great organizations that are successfully filling seats at U.S. board tables by creating more tables for those that are still left on the sideline. It's time to start seeing the role and value of U.S. Black talent and businesses on the continent of Africa differently. Old perceptions and habits limit economic inclusion. Let's transition Black talent and the African businesses they will support from the periphery of the global economy to its core. Living in a global lockdown, we all know now how fast local and global economies can change, and see the value of having businesses that hire, strengthen local value chains, and even grow globally. Status quo in any form holds back progress. We must democratize U.S.-Africa commercial engagement by socially and economically connecting cultures that have long been disconnected. It's time for Africa's U.S. diaspora to redefine their global value by helping African businesses scale continentally and globally.
I'm Ramon Ray, founder of Smart Hustle Magazine and smallbiztechnology.com.
You're here today to celebrate small business success. Stand up on your feet. You rocked the house. Hey, thank you. It was amazing. Didn't we learn? For me, success comes from failure. One thing not to do is shake somebody's hand like this.
Attention all entrepreneurs and companies. Are you looking for reliable and efficient virtual assistants and back office support to help you manage your business tasks? Look no further than Superwoman Business Services. Our team of virtual assistants provides a full range of administrative support services, including operations management, social media marketing, and much more. We also offer website design services to help you create a professional online presence that reflects your unique brand. In addition to administrative support and website design, we offer business development and structuring services to help you grow your business and achieve your goals. We'll work closely with you to identify areas of improvement and develop a customized plan to help you reach your full potential. At Superwoman Business Services, we understand that running a business can be overwhelming and time-consuming. That's why we're here to help you fly high and achieve success. Our virtual assistants are highly skilled, experienced, and dedicated to providing you with the support you need to thrive. Come fly with us and take your business to new heights. Let us help you become the superhero entrepreneur you are meant to be. Contact Superwoman Business Services today to learn more about our back office support services. Come fly with us and take your business to new heights.
Dr. Eric Kelly III, and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support. Where health education is abundant. Where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations. Welcome. You have arrived at STEM City, USA. It is what every city should be. A safe and trusted community where you find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond. STEM City is unlike anything you have ever experienced. It is a digital twin of the world around you, only better. STEM City is about energy and soul renewal. It is more than a digital world. You can almost feel the power of live cultural events, music, and theater. STEM City promises a better future for children with caring mentors and hands-on activities with dedicated tutors to support our youth. STEM City is your passport to a healthy lifestyle with weekly events addressing our community's many issues. STEM City is your financial well-being with helpful information on wealth management, career advancement, job training, and so much more. STEM City is the community you deserve. It is the city where your dreams can come true. STEM City USA, a place in the sky that is accessible to all who reach for the stars.
And good morning, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Kimberly Williams. I am your business moderator for this morning on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. I'm taking the opportunity to introduce to you today Mr. Will Baptiste. He serves as the men to embrace their emotions and their vulnerabilities. He coaches and speaks on emotional freedom, emotional mastery, co-parenting, reliance. He's a published author of The Will to Rise, How to Persevere in the Face of Adversity, transformational speaker, a podcast host of Will to Rise. He is an expert. And he lives in Montreal, Quebec. He is trilingual. And his signature coaching approach and unique method, he's declaring a war on men's emotional constipation. I want to present to you none other than Mr. Will Baptiste. So good morning to you. How are you doing today?
Good morning. A little nervous. Doesn't look like it, but I'm here because I'm in my mission. I'm on a mission, and it's going to be well. All is going to be well.
All is well. We're excited to have you here on the Black Business Network. I want you to know that genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
All right. Thank you very much. All right, everybody. Good morning. Redefining masculinity, embracing men's emotions. Hi, my name is Will Baptiste. I serve men to embrace their emotions and their vulnerability. I coach and speak on emotional freedom, emotional mastery, co-parenting reliance. I'm a published author, The Will to Rise, How to Persevere in the Face of Adversity. I'm a transformational speaker, a podcast host, Will to Rise, and our expert. I live in Montreal. And with my signature coaching approach and unique method, I am declaring a war on men's emotional constipation. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. Today, I want to talk to you about an important topic that often goes unaddressed. That is men's emotions. We live in a society that often expects men to be stoic and unemotional. but it is time to challenge these stereotypes and embrace a more holistic understanding of masculinity. Let me start by asking you a question. Why is it that men are often discouraged from expressing their emotions? Is it because they are inherently less emotional? Or is it a result of societal expectation and cultural norms? It's time to dig deeper and explore the impact of suppression men's emotion. Number one, the emotional spectrum. See, men, just like women, experience a wide range of emotions. And by denying men the opportunity to express their feelings, will limit their emotional growth and hinder their ability to form meaningful connections. It's time to break free from the notion that vulnerability is weakness. Number two, emotional suppression, which I have a name for. I call it emotional constipation. Have you ever been constipated before? We're not going to get into the details here, but you see where I'm going. Now, the concept of emotional suppression perpetuates harmful stereotypes and pressure men to conform to rigid ideals. This not only affects their mental health, but also contributes to issues like aggression, substance abuse, and relationship difficulties. It's time to redefine masculinity and create a healthier environment for men to express themselves. Number three, the power of emotional intelligence. Now we hear now AI, but I want to talk to you about EI, emotional intelligence. Now, embracing men's emotions is not just about addressing mental health. It's also about fostering emotional intelligence. When men are encouraged to understand and express their emotions, they become better equipped to navigate relationships, handle stress, and make informed decisions. Emotional intelligence is a vital skill for success in all aspects of life. Number four, the silence. Breaking the silence. It is time to break the silence surrounding men's mental health by encouraging men to having open conversations, providing support networks, and challenging societal norms. We can create a safe space for men to seek help and share their struggles. Let's normalize seeking help and prioritize mental well-being for everyone. Now, let's get into the meat of this conversation today, shall we? See, I have put together the top questions that I have been asked about men's emotions. And 80% of those questions comes from women. 80% of those questions come from women. Now, they are not in order of importance, but they are in order where they were most frequently asked. Now, let's start with question number one. How do men typically express their emotions? Men may express their emotions in different ways. Now, according to a Psychology Today article, men may not be adept at expressing their feelings, but they still feel deeply. Men may convert certain feelings into other emotions, shift their feelings into other arenas, or experience feelings through physical complaints. In some cases, men may lack the training or support to make sense of their feelings and instead may bury them deeper. In another article from MSU Extension suggests that men often express their feelings in a physical nature. Men often express feelings outwardly through body language, such as physical gesture, facial changes, muscle tension, and grinding teeth, instead of expressing those emotions with words. It's absolutely important to note that everyone is different and there is no one-size-fits-all answer to this question. Some men may be more comfortable, like myself, expressing their emotions verbally, while others may prefer nonverbal communication, such as body language or facial expression. Seeking therapy or a coach like myself can be very helpful, can be a very helpful way for men to learn how to express their emotions in a healthy way. Number 2 most asked questions. What are some common societal expectations regarding men and emotions? Now, mind you, those questions were not being given to them. I asked them, what are the questions that they feel like that has not been answered to them? And now the number 2 question was, what are some common societal expectations regarding men's emotions? According to a Pew Research Center report, society values honesty, morality, professional success, ambition, leadership, assertiveness, strength, and a good ethic in men. However, the report also suggests that men face societal pressure to be emotionally strong and interested in sports. The number 3 most asked questions were, how can men develop emotional intelligence? Now it's getting really good now. Self-awareness, which I talk about in my book about the AAA effect, which is awareness, acceptance, and taking action. Now, self-awareness is to understand your emotions and how they influence your thoughts and actions. Pay attention to your emotional triggers and patterns. Now we have self-regulation. Learn to manage your emotions effectively. Practice techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, or journaling to help regulate your emotions. Like myself, I've been waking up for the past 100 days between 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning to do my meditation, to do my breathing work. And I have to tell you, what I got out of that is really life-changing. So I will definitely encourage you, men, to do so. Another thing is empathy. Cultivate empathy by putting yourself in other shoes and trying to understand their perspectives and feelings. Active listening and showing compassion can help develop empathy. Social skills. Work on building healthy relationships first with yourself, because we cannot give what we don't possess, and we cannot give from an empty cup. So building a healthy relationship with oneself and effective communication skills. Practice active listening, conflict resolution, and assertive communication. Now, motivation. Now, everybody talks about motivation, but which one comes first? Motivation or action? Well, guess what? Action comes first, because it's through taking action the motivation will come. Motivation is about 1% of the results. So motivation is not everything, that is not all, but it is a part of the ingredient. Now, how do we motivate ourselves? Well, identify your values, your goals and passions. Set realistic goals for yourself and work towards them. Find intrinsic motivation to drive your actions. Remember, developing emotional intelligence is a lifelong journey. Trust me, I've been on that journey for the past 40 years. And that journey is going to require practice, self-reflection. Again, seeking therapy, which for me, this word was taboo. This word never even crossed my mind until I was 40 years old, until I was going through some hardship in my life. And one thing that I realized is, if I keep doing what I've been doing, I'm going to keep getting what I've been getting. And what I have gotten were not serving me. And I decided to seek for help. Now, therapy or even joining a support groups can also provide valuable guidance and support in developing emotional intelligence. Now, the number 4 most asked questions. Now, before I get to the number 4, I want everybody to understand that everything that I talk about, although that I have certifications, although I take courses, and so on and so forth, but 90% of everything that I talk about, either something that I've been through or something I'm currently going through, or some stories that I get from the clients that I serve. So I want you to understand that I'm coming from a place of knowing, from a place of experience, which is very valuable, which is what put me in a position to be able to talk about the things that I talk about. And then I'm not against people who, get certification and courses and so on and so forth. But it is hard for you to debate what I've been through or to have an opinion of what I've been through. Now, do men experience emotion differently than women? Men and women experience emotions differently. You're absolutely right. We do. Now, while many psychologists reject the notion that men experience emotion less frequently than women, or than women do, researchers have suggested that men exhibit restrictive emotionality. A number of studies have reported that male and female recruit different neural circuitry when processing or downregulating their emotions. Women, however, tend to be more emotional than men, but men tend to express their emotions differently than women because we are not the same. Number 5, the 5 most asked questions. How can men navigate societal pressure to be stoic and unemotional? Now, recognize and challenge societal norms. Becoming aware of the societal expectation placed on men is an important first step. By questioning and challenging these norms, men can begin to reduce what it means to be masculine and create healthier, more authentic version of themselves. We have to cultivate emotional intelligence. We have to develop emotional intelligence involving recognizing, understanding, and managing one's own emotions. Because I believe that whatever we don't manage, whatever we don't master us. And as well as empathizing with the emotions of others. By cultivating emotional intelligence, men can better navigate their own emotional experience and build stronger connection with others. 6, support. It is essential for men to have a support system in place where they can express their emotions without judgment. And what I find fascinating is that men will get together in the barbershop to talk about sports, talk about jewelry, talk about money, and talk about women. But rarely do they talk about how they're feeling. Rarely do they talk about their emotions. Well, I'm here to break that generational trauma. I am here to break the taboo that men should not be talking about their emotions. I invite men to talk to me about their emotions. This is the reason why I am making it easier. I'm making it safe for men to be able to talk to me about their emotions. This can include also close friends, family members, or mental health professionals who can provide a safe space for open and honest conversation. And that I have an acronym for. I call it HOT, which is honest, open, and transparent. And I think everyone, and especially men, should be able to be honest with themselves, to have an open conversation with themselves, and to be transparent with themselves. Because once we learn how to do this for ourselves, by ourselves, then and only then that we can share that with somebody else. We have to challenge that toxic masculinity. I do not buy into this notion because toxic masculinity doesn't really exist. But for the sake of the conversation we're having today, I'm going to refer to it as toxic masculinity. Now, toxic masculinity refers to harmful beliefs and behaviors associated with traditional notions of masculinity. By challenging toxic masculinity, men can help create a more inclusive and supportive society that value emotional suppression and vulnerability. Now, we have to practice self-care. Now, a lot of time people confuse self-care with self-love. Now, self-care is engaging in self-care activities such as exercise, mindfulness, and hobbies can help men manage stress and promote overall well-being. Taking care of one's physical, mental health is crucial for navigating societal pressure. And I would add, taking care of one's financial health is also important because I think we ought to rise up not only mentally, but also physically and financially and spiritually. Now, the sixth most asked question: what are the potential consequences of men not expressing their emotions? Now, here are the consequences. The consequences of men not expressing their emotions can be significant. Societal expectation often place pressure on men to be stoic, unemotional, which can lead to a variety of negative outcomes. Now, here are some potential consequences. Number one, isolation. And I remember when I was going through a very hard time in 2020, after I had lost a family member, going through a separation, it was very hard for me. And I isolated myself in my apartment for 5 days, which to the point I contemplating taking my own life. But I didn't. And I thank God for that. Isolation can be a real poison. Now, men who do not express their emotions may feel a greater sense of isolation. Now, the pressure to conform to traditional gender roles can make it difficult for men to seek emotional support from loved ones. Now, let's talk about the health issues. Now, as a Black man, and I am over 40 years old, and I do check my checkup yearly. And last year, I went to see my doctor. I said, I want to check for my prostate cancer. And she said, why? You're only 40 years old. Now, to her credit, she's a white woman, and she doesn't know, or she's not used to Black men coming to her and asking those questions. And because I'm a Black man, because I'm more prone to have prostate cancer, I make sure I check it early. And I will invite every man to make sure that you do your yearly checkup just for prevention. Because you could be carrying some chronic tension in the body due to suppressing emotions, which can lead to health issues. Men may also develop unhealthy coping strategies, such as substance abuse, and as a result of not expressing their emotions. Now, here's the hard part: relationship difficulties. And as I've mentioned before at the beginning, I practice what I preach, and I vow to be transparent and vulnerable. Relationship difficulty is something that I have dealt with for a very long time because I've been married twice. Now, I cannot blame them because I was the common denominator in both marriages. So I had to take a real good hard look at myself in the mirror and to ask myself, you have some trauma that you have to deal with. And so long you continue to bring those trauma into relationship, you're going to go after one relationship into the next, into the next. Now, the restriction of emotional expression can create challenges in relationships. Trust me, I know. It may also lead to miscommunication, unexpected communication, misunderstanding, and a lack of emotional connection with partners. Also, mental health disorders. Suppressing emotions can contribute to the development of mental health disorders, including depression and anxiety. In fact, men are more likely to commit suicide than women, and suppressing emotions is a risk factor for suicide among men. Now, here are some stats. According to the government data in Canada, and of course, I reside in Canada, and I'm going to share the stats with you. Between the age of 10 to 19, the suicidal rate among men is about 7.4%, where women is only 4.9%. From the age of 20, from 20 to 34, skyrocketed. It went from 7.4% to 21.4% among men. And it barely goes up for women, which is 6.8, still high. And from the age of between the age of 35 and 49, it goes up to 23.4%, while women stayed the same. Between the age of 50 to 64, it goes even higher, 25.9%, while women is only at 8.4%. Now, why did I bring the stats? I want you to understand how suppressing our emotions can be very detrimental, not only to our family, but to ourselves. Now, I did not compare women versus men when it comes to suicide, because it's still a loss. But I would just want you to understand now, because I'm speaking from a male perspective, because I'm talking about men, suppressing their emotions. That's why I want to make that distinction. But in no way, shape, or form that I am diminishing or belittling, the suicide rate among women. I just want to put that out there. Now, it is important for men to recognize and challenge societal norms, cultivate emotional intelligence, seek support, challenge toxic masculinity among ourselves, holding ourselves accountable, and practice self-care as strategies for navigating suicidal pressure to be stoic and unemotional. Seeking professional guidance from therapists or counselor or a coach like myself who specialize in gender-related issues can also be beneficial. Now, question number 7 most asked: how can men effectively communicate their emotions in relationships? Well, communicating emotions in a relationship can be challenging, especially for men who may feel suicidal pressure to be stoic, again, and unemotional. Now, here are some strategies that may help men effectively communicate the emotions in relationship. First, we have to recognize and challenge societal norms. Men can begin by recognizing and challenging expectations that place pressure on them to be stoic. Question the norms. Redefine what it means to be masculine and create a healthy and more authentic version of themselves. It is absolutely important to practice active listening, because active listening involves paying attention, which means being present, right? And as the saying goes, yesterday is gone, tomorrow may never come, today's a gift. That's why it's called the present. And when we live in the past, that's what will give us depression. And when we live in the future, we create anxiety. That's why living in the present moment is absolutely critical for all of us, human, to really be fully present and enjoy the moment that we are in. Now, active listening involves paying attention to what the other person is saying without interrupting or judging them. By practicing active listening, men can create a safe space for their partner to express their emotions without fear of judgment. And that goes for men and women. When women also pay attention to what their man or their significant other is saying without interrupting and judging them, that's when we start creating a space for men to be able to express themselves. Now, using the I statement also helps, because using the I statement can help men express their emotions in a non-threatening way. For example, instead of saying, "You make me feel angry," trying saying, "I feel angry when this happens." This approach can help avoid blame and defensiveness. Here's another one, and that's my favorite one: patience. Now, I have a little love-hate relationship with patience. Not too long ago, I was praying to God. I said, "God, I need patience, but I need it now." And of course, God was smiling at me, because every time that I ask for patience, He doesn't give it to me. He gives me an opportunity to practice patience. Now, communicating emotions in a relationship takes time and practice. Let me say that again. Communicating emotion in a relationship take time and practice. And what I mean by relationship, I don't just mean romantic relationship. That could be professional relationship, different type of relationship. I think practicing patience can go a long way. Now, men should be patient with themselves. We men, we are not patient with ourselves. I know that I'm not patient with myself, but I'm working on it. Also, being patient with the partners as they work to build a stronger emotional connection. Question number 8 most asked. What are some common misconceptions about men in their emotions? Now, I could be talking for the rest of the day about the misconception, but I'm just gonna, for the sake of time, we're just gonna narrow it down. Now, there are several common misconceptions about men and their emotions, and here are a few. Men are more men are more sexually active than women. I used to think that as well. I used to think that myself. This is a myth that perpetuates harmful stereotypes because sexual activity varies among individuals regardless of gender. Real men don't cry. Well, guess what? If anybody follow me on social media, they have seen a video or two where I get emotional. Whether I'm talking about my daughter or I'm talking about my son, I get emotional. Now, while there may be some differences in how men and women express emotions, research suggests that men experience a wide range of emotions similar to women. However, societal expectation often discourage men from openly expressing their emotions. Men are emotionally stronger. Now, emotional strength is not determined by gender. Men, like women, can face emotional challenges and may require support and understanding. It's important. I cannot stress this enough. It's important to challenge these misconceptions and recognize that emotions are a fundamental part of human being. You hear what I say? Human being, not human doing. Men should feel empowered to express their emotion in a healthy and constructive ways. The last most asked question is, how can men create a support system to address the emotional needs? Now, men can create a support system to address their emotional needs by following these strategies. Recognize the importance of emotional support. Men should communicate openly with their support by reaching out to friends and family members or mental health professionals. They can also join a group or online communities where they can connect with others who share similar experiences. Communicate openly. And I know it's not easy. It took me 3 long years to get to this point today. And I'm not asking you to do it overnight, because this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's a lifelong journey. Now, in order for us to communicate openly, men should have a support system about their emotional needs. This can involve expressing their feelings, asking for help, or simply sharing their experiences. Be proactive. Men can be proactive in building their support system by reaching out to others and initiating conversation. They can also take steps to maintain existing relationships by staying in touch and showing appreciation for the support. Once again, practice self-care, engaging in different type of activities. It is absolutely imperative that men get enough rest, get enough exercise, and have a healthy, balanced diet. Because everything that we eat, and as I've said before for my clients, and the reason why I emphasize on that for people who might not know, I have over 20 years experience in the fitness industry. And I have seen how men being unfit or being unhealthy can affect their lives on so many different levels. Be it spiritually, because they get tired. Be it financially, because they are not motivated enough. They're not motivated enough and for them to do what needs to be done. And I might even add, in the bedroom. So all of those things, all of those pressure adding on, and I will highly recommend to all men to seek a professional help for their their fitness, because it is absolutely critical that not only that we need to take care of our finance, we need to take care of our emotions, but we also need to take care of our physical. Now remember, everyone's journey is unique, and it's important for men to find strategies that work best for them. Seeking professional guidance from therapists or counselors or a coach like myself who specialize in gender-related issues can also be beneficial. Now, in conclusion, it is time to redefine masculinity and embrace man's emotions. By challenging societal expectation, promoting emotional intelligence, and breaking the silence surrounding man's mental health, we can create a more inclusive and compassionate society. Let's encourage men to express their emotions, because true strength lies in vulnerability. I want you to connect with me. Let's get on the discovery call. And by the end of our session, I guarantee you that you'll start experiencing emotional freedom. Now let's recap. What do? I serve men. Now I want to take a pause on that word serve or serving, because as a man, I didn't like the word asking for help or seeking help. It made me feel weak. And that's the reason why I say I'm serving men, because for the 43 years of my life, I have never seen a man that refused to be served. So by me adapting, or by me using those words, it also helped me to be able to break barriers. So I serve men between the age of 25 to 49 to embrace their emotions and their vulnerability. And what kind of problem do I solve? I solve men's emotional suppression, which I have a name for, emotional constipation. So I solve men's emotional constipation to emotional freedom, and ultimately to emotional mastery. Because again, I'm going to be honest and I'm going to be open and transparent. I have spent time behind bars on multiple occasions. By the grace of God, it's been over 18 years and I have not seen inside of a jail cell. But I have to tell you, I have never felt freer than when I became emotionally free. And once you experience emotional freedom, it is like no other freedom that you have ever experienced in your life. Now, why do I want to teach men about emotional mastery? Because I believe that anything that we do not master become our master. So now that you have learned that you can express or how to express your emotions, now I want you to make sure that you understand that you're not going around and trauma dumping or just openly spewing everything on everybody. You have to control your emotions, not suppress. There's a difference between suppressing your emotions and mastering your emotions. Two different things, but it is absolutely critical for one to master the emotions. And why do I want to solve that problem? Because I want men to show up in their full masculinity without feeling the guilt and the shame of being a man. And I want to thank you for joining me today. Let's work together to create a world where men feel empowered to embrace their emotions, where emotional well-being is valued as an essential part of being human. And remember, together we will rise.
Thank you so very much for sharing your expertise with us today, Mr. Baptiste. Could you please tell us how do we get in contact with you?
Absolutely. Thank you for asking. MeetWillToRise.com. That's my website. Because when you go on my website, that's the first encounter that you're gonna have with your will to rise. That's why that's called it Meet Will to Rise. And while you're there, I just published my book about 2 weeks ago. It's called Will to Rise: How to Persevere in the Face of Adversity. And people that have bought the book have asked me, Will, what do we do next? We don't know what to do next. Well, they have asked and we have listened. I'm putting a brand new masterclass. It's going to be on October 28th at 10 o'clock. And once you go to my website, you'll be able to register for the early bird price. And also, if you purchase a copy of my book with a proof of purchase, you'll get a discount for that masterclass. And that masterclass is about building emotional strength, how to cultivate the AAA effect, which is awareness, acceptance, in action.
I love it. I love conversations about emotional intelligence, and I'm very excited I met you. Thank you so much. Genius is common, and we will see you on the other side. So just so you're aware, the Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K-12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students, and you may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund, or you can use the Cash App. The Cash App is $BBXUSA. That's BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Now, every dollar counts. So we want to remind you to donate to the Scholarship Fund. And we'd like to thank you to our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for September 2023. And they are North Carolina 100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede, Soul, Lotus Rocher Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, BHS and Associates, Margie McLean Foundation Incorporated, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Mulaney Shawnee Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Super Women Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, and the Black Business Expo USA. Genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
Hello, this is Israel, and I am CEO of Daydreams Interactive and author of Princess Planet. So, genius is common, and as a kid, I loved to daydream. Even as an adult, I love to daydream. And when my daughter became 6 and loved princess characters, but we just could not find the diversity that showed her, we created our own characters. So for instance, you have Princess Nulu right here. Princess Nulu is from Uganda, and her genius is that she loves to take care of animals. She can actually even listen and hear what they say. And then we have Princess Isabella right here. Princess Isabella, she's from Cuba, and her genius is biochemistry. One day she hopes to eliminate disease. Then we have Princess Nia right here. And Princess Nia is based off of my daughter. And she is what she wants to be, the greatest dancer alive. So that's her genius. So what's your genius? My genius is my imagination. Genius is common.
You are watching The View from Hampton U, exploring Hampton University's rich history, the past, present, and promising future.
Welcome to Hampton University and The View from Hampton U. Today we're going to examine a movement that is said to be taking the nation by storm. The Genius is Common movement has emboldened young people throughout the nation, and that has also happened here at Hampton University. Let's take a look at what some of our students have to say about being a genius.
Hi, my name is Gavin Harden, and my genius is to be able to give off positive vibes and spread a smile. Genius is common.
My name is Brianna Lomax, and my genius is artistic expression through writing and showing compassion to everyone I meet. Genius is common.
My name is Atia Strange, and my genius is the power of expression. Art is universal. I sing, I draw, I film, I photograph. Genius is common.
My name is Maya Harris, and my genius consists of all the gifts that God has given to me. I am a giver, I am passionate about bringing ideas to life, and I have mastered the concept of finding the good in everything. Genius is common.
My name is Diamond Sidmore. My genius is acknowledging the beauty in my own mistakes while challenging others to do the same in order to cultivate and grow. Genius is common.
My name is Almajid Edwards. A lot of people think genius is about being talented or being smart. It's not true. Genius is about influence. Whether it's an equation, whether you're reading or writing, research, harmonies, what have you, genius is about the opportunity, the moment of impact where you can influence another person and uplift them. My genius is poetry. Genius is common.
Hampton University has a long-standing history of supporting geniuses and the movements that they create. For example, General Chapman Armstrong established this great institution in 1868. And did you know that Booker T. Washington was also an alum of Hampton University? I could go on and on about the geniuses who've come through these doors and have exited to go out into the world to make a great difference. That's what's important to us. That's what's important about the Genius is Common movement. What is your genius? You should take the time to think about that today. So thank you for watching The View from Hampton U. And remember, genius is truly common.
Social media is evolving. It's more vibrant, more colorful, more energetic, and so are you. It's not just photos anymore. It's video, it's audio, it's subscriptions. And now there's Fanbase, a new monetized social network. Fanbase delivers the complete native app experience with full content monetization for every user. No algorithms that shadow ban your engagement or growth, and no ads. Follow anyone for free and subscribe directly to your favorite creators for $4.99 a month. Plus, show some love by tipping on any post. Also, make a Fanbase page and monetize your content the same way. Finally, connect with your followers by posting the amazing content you already create. And now, get paid for it. It's time to energize and monetize. Because everyone's a fan of something, and everyone has a fan base.
Absolutely. So our coaching program help people that have the lack of time, that lack strategies, and lack the confidence to go after their dream life. So we help them implement tools. We help them implement, I love to leave the inherited lack of finances or the education behind finances. But it wasn't until I lost my firstborn, my only son, that life changed for me. And where I was going after it all, living the corporate life, hit my 6-figure income, and living in my dream house with my dream man, driving my dream car. Wow. I nearly lost it all. Wow. When I lost my son. And so I realized it only takes one financial catastrophe that can change your entire life. That's what made me start All New Beginnings. Because no matter what's going on in life, there's a new beginning. And because of that, we develop a program called Wise Minded. My little slogan is, don't just dream it, let's live it. If they want to connect with you or work with you, what is the best ways for them to be able to do that? Well, for my social media guru, you can connect with me on every single social media platform as Tanya T.
Are you a forward-thinking entrepreneur or business owner? The world is changing faster than ever, and it's time to pivot and adapt to the future. Hello LLC is here to help you do just that. Hello stands for helping enterprises leverage leading-edge optimizations. Our innovative solutions can streamline operations, reduce overhead costs, and give you a competitive edge in a market projected to reach $5 trillion by 2030. By pivoting to the metaverse, businesses can tap into a rapidly growing market that is projected to be a significant part of daily life for 25% of Americans by 2026. As a full digital metaverse agency, the Hello LLC can help you create custom solutions to streamline operations, increase productivity, reduce costs, and drive brand recognition. Why should you pivot to the metaverse with the Hello LLC? By leveraging cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, and unlock new revenue streams. Contact us today to make the pivot.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919. Follow the Brand TV broadcast host, Grant McGaw, as he visits with top executives and entrepreneurs to find out their secrets of success with their personal brand. Follow the Brand TV broadcast host as he focuses on brand development to build better relationships, bring value to your business, relationships, and career. You will enjoy listening to each episode that is tailored to speak to you directly. If you're looking for this type of clarity in terms of building your brand, you have tuned into the right station. Each episode will help you to shape a conversation in the 5-star BDM network of 20,000 professionals and become a springboard for your corporate engagement and business opportunities. Each guest will frame their story in the areas of personal branding, business development, career development, financial empowerment, and technology innovation. Grant McGaw explains why he is the CEO and owner of his own professional career. Grant is an accomplished business leader and entrepreneur who wants to give back to individuals to grow their personal brand strategy. Tune in as he weaves his story about new possibilities, while to you exceed expectations. If you love storytelling, this show will make for fun.
Why do I do what I do? You know, my life coach asked me that a few years ago. And she said, Tony, what's your why? And I told her, and she said, girl, you've already accomplished that. Perhaps you need a new why.
Hi, Tony Harris, Amy Hoyde with Say It Said Marketing, one of your students. And just wanted to say thank you, Tony Harris, for spending so much time with me and giving me that boost in my business that I so drastically needed.
My why is to touch, move, and inspire my clients to take drastic steps to be better than they were before they met me. I'm a resource. I'm a connector. I want to help people build deeper relationships that are beneficial to their life and business. That's what I do best.
So, first thing you got to do is show up. And speaking is a way to magnetically attract your ideal client to you. How many of you use social media that way? Absolutely, and this is how you look to the world. Drastic steps are the steps that are needed to be successful. And my business is drastic denotes a mindset. getting out of your comfort zone, doing something that you don't necessarily feel comfortable doing, want to do, but you know it's a necessary step to be successful in your business.
I get the most satisfaction when I see my connections flourishing into relationships long after I am gone.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Augustine with Media Jasmine, and I've joined several networking and referral groups in the area. And Network in Action Northeast Houston with Tony Harris Taylor is one of the best organizations that I've joined.
I love that piece of what I do, and it is what fuels my fire. My name is Tony Harris Taylor, saying take a drastic step today for a fantastic tomorrow.
Did you know that our black dollar only lasts for 6 hours in our community? Yet other communities, their dollars last for 19 to 30 days.
The Black Wall Street Nation. Black Wall Street Nation. Yes, that's why we created the Black Wall Street Nation. Black Wall Street Nation is a centralized directory available to all black businesses across the world. It was created for businesses like you, the ones that want to start and the ones who have a dream that have already started, such as businesses like Drop in a Bucket Productions, Valito Foods, Sugar Tea Branding Firm, All the Dazzle, Bun Cakeaholic, Miss Riot, and you. We'll have marketing, seminars, and some funding coming soon just for you. So, we want you to come and join us at www.blackwallstreetnation.com. See you there.
You are in the right place at the right time. The Black Business Network opens again for its Black Business Olympics, a 24/7 broadcast on business, strategies, global branding, social media marketing, finance, advertisement, and much, much more. Featuring the top, most powerful entrepreneurs and speakers and thought leaders from all around the world as they gather together for this phenomenal event. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the metaverse, STEM City, USA, Black Multiverse, Pod TV, Roku, Hulu, iHeartRadio, Apple TV, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Google Podcasts, Facebook, LinkedIn, IBM TV, Spotify, and Twitch. Tune in today and be a part of this amazing movement. The Black Business Olympics welcomes you.
Hey guys, my name is Caden. I'm the CEO of Caden Teaches, and my genius is teaching kids about financial literacy. Throughout my financial products, such as my financial flashcards, my activity book, and my newest project, my financial bus, which I bought. And on the bus, it has a mock bank where kids will learn how to deposit and withdraw money, a mock grocery store where kids will be able to learn how to have a family budget, and a mock stock exchange where kids will even be able to learn how to invest in stocks. Now, I decided to start teaching kids about financial literacy because I find that most kids graduate high school without even knowing the basics about financial literacy. And I feel if I were to teach kids about financial literacy, that I would be able to help kids tap into their genius. And I actually learned about financial literacy with my dad because I would go to business meetings with him and I would always see that they were talking about financial literacy. And at that point, I didn't understand what financial literacy was. So I took it upon myself to learn about financial literacy and teach it to kids in a way that they could understand. But I want you guys to help me help kids tap into their genius by going to my website, cadenteaches.com, and you can sew into me in my financial bust by going to my GoFundMe link. And remember, if Caden can, you can too. Because genius is common.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
And good morning, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Coach Kimberly Williams, and I am your business moderator for this morning on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. See, we have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our next speaker is Miss Renata Brown. She is an award-winning CEO of Dreamspire TV and Dreamspire Publications. Renata Brown's zeal for the arts and motivational speaking comes from being an artist. She is the publisher of 3 online magazines, Dreamspire TV Magazine and Arts, and the entertainment magazine, and Inspire.com, which highlights entrepreneurs, Dreamspire books for authors, and motivators. The publications have been covered such events as the Stellar Awards, the Black Music Honors, and the NAACP Awards. She founded and executive produced the GANSPA Awards, Gifted Arts, Neo Soul, and AMP Poetry Awards. 2013 through 2017, Renata is an accomplished songstress, poet, and speaker who began writing poetry at 8 years old. Artistry is not a hobby for Miss Renata Brown. The arts are her passion and ministry. Helping others release their creativity is her mission. I want to present to you none other than Renata Brown.
Good morning, Coach Kimberly Williams. Nice to meet you.
It's wonderful to meet you too. How are you today?
I'm awesome. How about yourself?
I am doing great, and I'm excited to hear all about you today. Genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
Thank you. Good morning. Another month, another opportunity to be here on the Black Business Olympics. It's always my pleasure to be here and to share with you about the art of collaboration. I do a lot of things, as you heard in my bio, but the main thing that I do is connect people to platforms, resources, and give them a place to shine. And we're happy to use this opportunity to share with you some of the things that we have learned along the way. And so today's topic is, are you an early adapter? So I take my grandniece and my grandnephew to school in the morning, and we have some awesome conversations. And I don't talk to them like the 8 and 9-year-olds they are, but I try to expand their horizons, and we may talk everything from business to social things in the morning. So this morning we were talking about early adoption of concepts, and that's something that is so important in your collaborative journey, is to really get ahead of things. I have a saying: if you are with the curve, you probably already missed it. But wherever you join in the curve, it's very important to know what is going on, how does that relate to my business, and how do I collaborate and get on the bus? How do I join? I find, because of what I do with the magazines, we also have our television station, and we do a whole lot of other things as well, including celebrity media and covering award shows. So my network is very vast, and I'm happy and honored to be a part of so many amazing networks. But one thing I find is I often talk to people who don't know about each other. I often talk to people who feel like they are the pioneers in a particular industry or a particular thing that they're doing. And oftentimes I can say, well, I may know 10 people that are doing something similar. Everyone has their own unique spin on it. But I think a lot of opportunities are missed because we're not early adapters, and we don't know other people that are a part of the things that we want to do. So we're maverick and we're doing things out on our own, when if we work together with other people that are like-minded and want to take on new technologies, new platforms, new opportunities, then our strength can be more going in there. So being an early adapter is important, especially as a Black entrepreneur. We need to know what's going on ahead of time. I had the privilege to be an early adopter of the streaming technology. I was introduced to streaming technology almost 15 to 16 years ago. And I remember when I was introduced, and I was excited because I am not a gatekeeper. If I know it, absolutely you can know it. And I was telling people, wow, this is thing called streaming, and people are going to be watching things on their phones and on their computers. And people used to not quite laugh in my face, but almost laugh in my face that, oh no, people are not going to watch things on their television screen and on their phones. That's way out there. That's not going to happen. And now we know that most people get their informations either through the internet or through their phones. So being an early adapter of that technology, it gave me a chance to get ahead of it, to understand it, and to decide whether I wanted to be a part of it. Now, early adaptation doesn't mean that you are automatically going to jump on to whatever the technology or platform is, because you can find yourself with people say, and I agree with the shiny object syndrome, where you're just head is turning here, here, and there. So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about really understanding technology as it comes about and doing an evaluation and saying, is this something that I want to have as a part of my business in the future? And then looking around to see other people that may be interested in the technology. I can tell you, just sitting here today, there's some things that I've already been on my phone seeing about. And actually one of my business partners, I saw her on here as well, and other people that I know that are part of the Black Business Olympics. I've had the honor to be a part of the Genius is Common movement for almost 8 years. So you could say I was an early adapter in that movement as well. And now we know that it has reached well over 10 million people. So knowing what's out there, sharing, collaborating, and finding like minds is one of the first steps to early adaption. And so that can happen in different categories. So there's technology. Now we know that all the rage now and everyone is buzzing about AI for the good or for the bad. But those of us who have been in the technology industry, like myself, I've been in technology for a while now. I actually pursued my master's in information technology. I did not complete the program in transparency because I'm also a creative, so that those two kind of fall. But I am a very technical person, and I'm always looking to see how can I use technology to further what I'm doing. And one of the first things you have to do is understand it. AI is nothing new. AI has been around, I would say, at least 25, probably closer to 50 years in some form or another. But what happens is, first you have the technology is created, of course, and then the technology is tested, and then it goes into the beta stage. And a lot of us come in at the beta stage, and we're kind of like the guinea pigs, so to speak, to work out the kinks of the technology. Now, beta stage can last well into the launch of a product or a service. So even though a service might be up, collecting revenue and doing other things, it still can be beta from the standpoint that it is not widely adopted yet. They have a group of core users that are testing it out, and a beta test can be something simple as 5 users, or it could be hundreds of thousands of users. It depends on how big the platform is that is being adopted. And it's important to sign on to these things, because sometimes as Black entrepreneurs, we find ourselves always joining in at the last stage, always missing the opportunities when they're first coming up. And we know the early adapters is like the early bird. They get the worm, they get the most leverage from that. Now you have to decide when you want to jump in there. One thing I can tell you, going back to when I was introduced to streaming, I made a conscious decision right there that even though I understood the process and what it was not time for me to jump in, because there was some significant problems such as distribution that had not been solved. And so where I was in my business, it wasn't advantageous for me to drop in at that point. But I did understand it. So when I did decide to drop in, I was able to make educated decisions because I had already been introduced to the technology and have checked it out. Now, AI, many of you might know me from Clubhouse. I used to teach a room there. And it's an author's room, and we're taking it to different platforms. So look out for us, my LinkedIn family, and we probably going to take it over to TikTok as well. But the name of the room is You Gave Birth to the Book, and Now You Have to Raise It. And in that, we discuss many issues of being an author, everything from people that did were thinking about writing books to, I think the most person that I've ever met in our room had actually published 89 books. And I was like, wow. So we work with a lot of different authors wherever they were and publishers in their journey. And some of these discussions that we've had of late before we moved away from the platform is a Chat GPT. And I'm a fan, but I also let people know Chat GPT is a tool. So once you know how to use the tool, you can use it to your benefit. And some people, they were like many people who say, "Oh no, I don't want to learn about that. I'm just fine where I'm at, and I've just been doing it my way." And you can take that attitude, and some do. I like say if it's not broken, don't fix it. But a lot of times we miss out on opportunities because we don't investigate the new technology that is out there. And a lot of times by the time it gets to us, it's really truly not new. It's just in that stage where it's being widely used. And so with that, I checked it out. I was like, I can use this in many aspects that I do, but I approached it as not being a substitute for me writing, but being an aid and an enhancement. And I find myself using it quite a bit. And so now I see so many other applications, but because I'm educated in it, I can make that decision myself whether I want to be an early adopter. Other things that happen is I'm going to talk about organizations in a minute, being early adapters and those. But one thing that happens is, man, you know it, there are so many social media platforms. I used to be able to count them maybe on one hand, but now there are so many different social media platforms that are popping up, and different portals. So where to go, what to do, how do I know what's for me? Should I just be on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn and call it a day, or should I investigate some of the other platforms that are out there? And I'm going to say investigate, and you can decide. I can give you my personal experience with TikTok. Now, of course, TikTok has been around for a while, and I thought, like everybody else did, it's just a place to watch people dance and all this kind of thing. And I didn't take it seriously, wasn't really interested in it. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to open an account. One thing I can tell you that I do, if there's something I think I may have an interest in or I want to learn about later, I will go ahead and reserve my space. So I'm on there. So I went ahead, I opened a personal account on TikTok, and I also opened a business page. And last year, and I've talked about this before, here they had something called the Black Girl Follow Train, where you can pick up a lot of followers. African-American women were following African-American women, and it grew, and it was actually at the height of it last December, millions of Black women following other Black women, and it just became a thing. And so I was saying, well, I'm already on here. I don't have to start from scratch, but almost. So I only had I had my 2 accounts, and let me tell you, between my 2 accounts, one I hadn't even posted on for a whole year. And the other one, I kind of just posted here and there, and I had a total of 200 followers, 25 on my personal and 100 and something on my business account. But when I adapted, when I jumped in, when I saw that this Black Girl Follow Train was really catching fire, I said, well, I'm already over on the space. Let me go ahead and study what I need to do to gain that. So here it is, September, not even a year later, and I grew my account because I got in early on the Black Girl Follow Train. I adopted it, and I grew my account from 2 accounts with only 200 people. Now I have 3 accounts, and I have over 13,000 followers between those accounts. And my personal brand just surpassed my business brand is as far as followers. We have 4,400 on the personal and 4,400 on the business. And then on our third account, our third business account, we have over 3,500 followers. And so now I'm learning, okay, now that I get you here, how do I engage? And someone put me onto a technology, not a technology, but a strategy. And I've been using that strategy by posting positive affirmations and getting people to affirm yes. So by adopting the platform, checking it out, because I could have just left it there. Oh, that's TikTok. All they do is dance over there. But I've adopted it. I jumped on and I was able to grow my account. I can't even do the numbers of thousands, probably over 1,000%, because I investigated, I adopted, I executed, and now I am sitting from 200 last year to over 13,000 this year, and still growing and learning how to engage. Right now, TikTok shops, and I'm not a paid advertiser, but I'm just giving you this example. TikTok shops used to have 5,000 to 10,000 followers. They are using a whole new system so you can get a TikTok shop as long as you have an LLC. And they're giving you all kinds of incentives right now through the end of the month to join. I joined maybe about 3 months ago. I just reserved my space, did the basic things that I had to do to reserve it. So now when I get ready to run it up and really get into it, sales, I already have my space. So learn what's going on, see if they fall into what you want to do as an entrepreneur, and go ahead and do that. So with social media, there are so many different things that are going on, and you don't have to adopt everything, or you don't have to be on everything, but find out what you're getting the most traction on and what is working for you. And don't be afraid to try something different, because that might be that space where you get heard and seen, and that you can run your business up, and that you can connect with other like-minded people as well. So investigate. I'm going to give you an assignment for those of you that are out there listening. I want you to investigate one social media platform that you're not that familiar with, but you've heard about and you've been kind of like, yeah, no, but investigate it, see what's going on there. Look around. If we're talking about collaboration, find out who else is on there and what their experience, and go with people that are getting the engagement, are doing the things that you want to do, and find out some of the strategies that are working for them. And don't be afraid to jump in, because it may be that place that you should be that is going to put you on to the next step and next opportunity in your business. So that's social media. Now, there are organizations, and oh my goodness, I'm going to have to get some water, and I don't have any right here. Excuse me, but I'm about to choke. I'm going to be right here. You can hear me still. I am so sorry about that. Dr. Kelly's going to kill me. I usually try to have my water here, but my voice just got very dry. But so there are organizations that you need to decide, should I be a part of them? Like I said, I don't hold the tea. We talk about the tea. Excuse me. I share my knowledge. I am anti-gatekeeping. So one organization as a Black entrepreneur that is really getting a lot of buzz, and you might want to think about joining, is Forbes Black. So Forbes, like the magazine Forbes Black, but it's spelled Forbes BLK. They're offering membership right now, and they're having their first conference in Atlanta. And since I live in Atlanta, it was a no-brainer. The membership portion is open to men and women. Now, men, I'm going to talk to you for a minute. Sometimes men are not early adapters, and they come in at the last. Forbes, when I saw Forbes Black, I was thinking, well, maybe this is just an organization for women, because everyone I see applying, and it is a short application process. It's free, so there's no charge to join. You do have to have a bio and be a member of LinkedIn, and they also ask for your Instagram information as well. The process, it took maybe less than a week, and I was approved to be a member of Forbes Black. And like I said, I saw many of my counterparts in business join in. So I said, let me check it out and see if this is something that would be a fit for what I want to do and what I'm doing. And so when I checked it out, I was like, yes, this is in line with my values. It's in line with where I'm going as a business. It's in line with my philosophy of collaborating. So I did submit my application and was accepted. But once I went over there and found out the information, I was like, well, this is open to all Black entrepreneurs. It's open to artists and authors, but yet I just see mainly women applying. And I want to let men know, in case you didn't know and you haven't checked it out, Forbes Black is a platform for all Black entrepreneurs, and is, supported by Forbes, and we all know Forbes, the business magazine. So I think it's a great opportunity, especially in this environment, and I'm just going to leave that right there, that we live in, that we come together and we are in a space with other Black entrepreneurs that are going and doing amazing things. Once you join, you are able to get in a members only platform on Slack. And here again, I've heard of Slack, never really was into it, but I've been getting a lot of engagements from Slack as well. So here's another platform where I really have to dig in, but because I joined Forbes Black, then I'm already in the Slack community and can learn about it from the inside and not from the outside. So join organizations that will take you further than you can go on yourself, because as always, we are talking about collaboration. And I pulled up some hold on, I got two computers and two mouses. I pulled up some information about different organizations that we can join. I know you can join organizations, and you can also volunteer for those organizations. I got to meet and be in a room with Ambassador Andrew Young because I was volunteering at an organization, and he was one of the keynotes. And I also, at that same conference, met a lot of other people by volunteering. Most organizations have an opportunity, if you don't want to join, that you can volunteer at some of their functions and get opportunities that way. But there are many organizations that are out here for you to join. And I want to just take a minute too to say the Black Business Network, congratulations if you're a speaker today or speaker this week, or you are watching it or watching on the replays, or some you ran across and stumbled across this, then I encourage you as a Black entrepreneur, take advantage of the Black Business Network. It's for a worthy cause, and it is also a platform where you can share your genius and you can collaborate. Just like I said, when I was sitting here watching the commercials there, I saw one of my business partner has a commercial here. I didn't know that. And then I also, a person that I've collaborated with some stuff on Clubhouse. And of course, like I stated before, I've been a part of the Genius is Common movement for almost 8 years. So I always enjoy watching the videos, even the ones I've seen dozens of times, but some of the new ones are awesome as well. So take advantage of platforms like the Black Business Network, the Black Business Olympics, Genius is Common, and collaborate. Don't just be a part of something and just be in and out. Make sure that you're an active part, So in my company, we put people on stages, whether it's magazines, events, and of course we do what we do in the celebrity space as well. But what baffles me sometimes is that people don't let people know where they are and where they can be found and the company that they keep. So don't only join these organizations, but be an active part and let people know you're a part of them, because you never know, your next 6-figure, 7-figure deal could just be one connection away. But people don't even know that you belong, that first, you're not joining these organizations, you're not taking advantage of them. And secondly, once you're in there, you're not participating in the organizations. On LinkedIn, I'm very intentional, and it's been about 4 years ago, on my LinkedIn, I made a conscious decision. I said, I'm going to stop collecting people, because we do that, right? We collect people. Let's connect with people. That's where the power is. Not just to say I have numbers. Now, my background before I left corporate was a data analyst. And so I'm a number person. Don't get me wrong. But one of the most important things is not just to run your numbers up, but to make genuine connections with people and have that as your mindset. Not just that I want to do business with you, but I want to connect with you. And the connection may be just for me to send you over to someone else, and that's fine. I have established relationships with people, and they've gone ahead and connected them with other people, and they've gone ahead and do more business and have more contact than I do. And that's perfectly fine, because that's what it's here. That's what it's all about. So collab, connect, investigate, adopt, find out what is going on. Don't get stuck in that same circle. Don't get stuck in that same group. Expand. One thing I didn't like a couple years ago, and I guess some people still say it, oh, well, I don't have any room for new friends. I don't have any room in my circle. If your circle is not evolving and growing, you might want to rethink about that, because you may be keeping yourself from going to that next level because you're satisfied with the circle that you're in. Now, I'm not saying your circle has to be dynamic and huge and big, because my circle, honestly, is the people who really know me and can get a hold of me is probably very small. But my network is massive and expansive. And I'm always looking to connect with people that are going in the same direction that I am. And I always say, what is going in the same direction? So they can be on the road and they can be behind me, but they're moving up. So sometimes you have to reach back to the people that are behind you and bring them up to speed. Other people will walk with you. We're walking, we're collaborating, we're on the same road, we are in sync, and we're moving together. And then it's that other group of people, those that are ahead of you, those who you aspire to be like, those who you want your business to complement, those of you who are accomplishing the things that you are. And wherever you are in your journey, there's always going to be somebody behind you. There's going to be someone that is walking beside you, and there will be those that are walking above you. A lot of time we take on these sayings, but we really don't think about what we're really saying when we're saying just our circle. I don't have room for no new friends. All kinds of sayings that we say, but sometimes we just say them and we don't really think about the implications of what we're saying. I'm all about, let's go together, let's collaborate, let's move on, and let's be early adopters of technology. Let's be early adopters in organizations. Let's be early adopters in different social media that are taking us in the spaces and the places we want. It may not be apparent at first, but at least reserve your space. I was accepted into the beta program for Hulu to do commercials more than a year ago. We haven't ran a commercial because I wanted some certain things to be in place. But when that opportunity arose, I went ahead and said, I want to be in this beta program. I want to be an early adopter, and I'm going to hold my space there. So when I'm ready, just as with streaming, I've already have my space. I'm not trying to get in. I'm not trying to be in after they stop the beta program and probably charge 5 arms and 2 legs. I reserve my spot in that program. So now that I'm in the position to move and actually take advantage of it, I'm already there. And that's what early adoption can do. It can get you the competitive advantage in there. It also can give you access to untapped markets. I'm always looking for people that need to be tapped into, and we never know if we stay in the same place and we don't go up. It can, as I stated before, it can help you with network building up your network. And one thing I do agree with, your network is your net worth. So watch the people, keep expanding the people that you are around. You look to join other networks. So if I can give you some homework, one is to check out a new social media network that you're not familiar with, but you kind of heard of. Number 2 is what I want you to do is go and join an organization. Be a part of an organization, whether it's volunteering, join it, check it out. And the third one is adopt a new platform, platform that you're not familiar with. So do those 3 things, check out and be an early adopter so that you can take advantage of the competitive advantage, access to untapped markets, network. I know I'm excited about the Forbes Black coming to my adopted hometown, Atlanta, because I'm looking. It's 2 days and I'm like, I'm going to be networking. I am trying to work my mouse with some of my other points, but be an early adopter, get in the mix with things, let people know where you are and what you're doing. Create that buzz around you. If you're not excited about it, how do you expect anybody else to be excited about it? So those are the things that I want you to take away from today. I am Renata Ray. I am a part of the Genius is Common movement. I am also an entrepreneur. We are launching 2 platforms this year. We just launched Authors TV, and that is a platform for authors. And I'm so excited about it because we're going to be hosting teas all over the country, and we're going to be doing some virtual ones all over the world. So I'm excited about Authors TV. We just did our initial launch. Look out, the television show will be coming out soon. We just released 8 magazines. We do magazines a little different. So definitely look out for Authors TV, the television show, and the magazine. And if you're an author out there, we do have opportunities. Usually I don't do a PSA, but I am excited about the things we have coming up. And as we enter into, I can't believe like this month is going to be over already. As we enter into the end of the year, we are also looking for people that want to participate in our Who's Who. And we are taking Who's Who to television. So we're, I'm in the celebrity space and that's fine. And it's great. We've had some amazing interviews with people like Tamala Mann and so many others I can't even begin to name. But my Who's Who is the Who's Who of entrepreneurship, of authorship, of artistry. I want to shine a light on you and the magnificent things that you're doing on Who's Who TV. And we'll do our annual Who's Who's magazines. And for those who know about our platform, we don't just do one magazine at a time. The most we've had for our Who's Who's edition, and I want to bust that out of the water this year, is 30 people on 30 different covers. So if you're doing amazing things and you want to be a part of what we're doing, definitely check us out. You can just do dreamspiretv.com, dreamspirebooks.com. We have an amazing online bookstore with over 200 authors. We would love to have you a part of that. My universe is ever expanding. I'm always adopting early. And I want you to do the same thing to be a part of what is going on in your world and reaching out and being a part of different organizations. I think I have a few minutes here, so I'm going to, if I can get this other computer acting right, I'm going to give you some examples, some organizations that I look. So there is the African American Chamber of Commerce. There's the Black Enterprise, the Minority Business Enterprise Input Committee. There are many Black organizations, old ones that you know about, the NAACP, many organizations that you can join and be a part of.
Thank you so very much for your genius today, Ms. Renata. We have very much enjoyed you. Could you please let us know where we can contact you?
So dreamspiretv.com, you can contact us there, or dreamspirebooks.com. You can see in my name, Dreamspire. Take the space out, tv.com or dreamspirebooks.com. Or you can find me at a local organization or hanging out at the Black Business Olympics every month, Tuesday at 10 o'clock. I'm here.
Awesome. Thank you again for your time. Genius is coming, and we will see you on the other side.
Absolutely. Thank you.
The Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or K through 12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students, and you may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund, or use the Cash App that's on the screen below. The Cash App is $BBXUSA. So our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. Students can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com, and every dollar counts. So we want to remind you to donate to the scholarship fund. We'd also want to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for September 2023. And they are North Carolina 100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Richey Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, BHS and Associates, Margie McLean Foundation Incorporated, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Mullane Shani Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, and the Black Business Expo USA. Genius is coming, and I'll see you on the other side.
Genius is common, and my genius is nutritional strategy. I am Shawnee Smith, the owner and creator of Can Do Spice. Can Do Spice was created because I knew that adding herbal and mineral supplements to my diet did not have to be boring. In fact, because I'm a food enthusiast, I knew I could create something flavorful and explosive that also had the benefit of adding herbal supplements such as sea moss, bladderwrack, burdock root, and black seed, just to name a few. I invite you to take this journey with me where we come together and take control of our nutritional health. It is my way of sharing my genius, the gift of flavor and the healing power of herbs to the world. What is your genius?
I'm Kennedy Harris. My genius is being an entrepreneur. I'm the CEO of K-Lock, a company where I develop my very own line of kids supplements. I currently market my multivitamin for kids to help combat weak immunity. During the pandemic, research has shown that having a strong immune system is key to fighting off disease. My vitamins are for kids, but adults can benefit from them as well. I'm adding a proprietary blend to my supplement line. I want to create my own blend so that I have a competitive edge in the marketplace. Staying healthy is important to me so that we live longer and have healthier lives. My website is klockproducts.com. That is K-L-O-C-K. Genius is common.
Hello, I'm Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, President and CEO of the Executive Women's Success Institute. And my genius is helping women accelerate the path to success. You know, I was blessed to have strong women in my life who encouraged, motivated, and pushed me to do my best and to never even think about giving up on my dreams. So I say to women, we must show up to rise up. We have talents and potential, but who will see them if we don't speak up and get noticed? I know that women are a tremendous resource on this planet, and there is nothing more fulfilling than helping a woman tap into her full potential. I do this because I want to be a part of helping as many women as I can to show up, to rise up. I do this because genius is common.
Are you a forward-thinking entrepreneur or business owner? The world is changing faster than ever, and it's time to pivot and adapt to the future. Hello LLC is here to help you do just that. Hello stands for helping enterprises leverage leading-edge optimizations. Our innovative solutions can streamline operations, reduce overhead costs, and give you a competitive edge in a market projected to reach $5 trillion by 2030. By pivoting to the metaverse, businesses can tap into a rapidly growing market that is projected to be a significant part of daily life for 25% of Americans by 2026. As a full digital metaverse agency, the Hello LLC can help you create custom solutions to streamline operations, increase productivity, reduce costs, and drive brand recognition. Why should you pivot to the metaverse with the Hello LLC? By leveraging cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, and unlock new revenue streams. Contact us today to make the pivot.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina.
Join Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world.
I'd like you to imagine with me, if you will, opening an app where you can collaborate with like-minded individuals from around the world, get inspiration and in-app tools to launch and grow your business, as well as share your knowledge and earn compensation, all in one app. Well, the name of that app is Truso, short for Truly Social. Hi, I'm Matthew Newman, the founder and CEO of Truso. A new concept in social media, Truso is designed from the ground up to be a platform that's both social and empowering for all its users. How exactly do we do that? I'm glad you asked. First, Truso brings the world together via video. Psychologists assert that video provides a significantly more effective connection than audio only. When you enter a community on Truso, you're face to face. Second, on Truso, you don't have to have 1 million followers to monetize. Our business model allows all hosts and moderators to monetize, no matter the size of your following, by 1, producing fee-based content, and 2, inviting others to join the platform as subscribers. Even more, Trousseau has an in-app resource library with over 100 free resources, forms, and documents to help you build your brand and grow your business. Third, Trousseau is inclusive. The deaf and hard of hearing communities make up 360 million people worldwide. Unlike audio-only apps, Trousseau embraces his community, providing a networking platform that allows them to participate via video and closed captioning. We even have a deaf and hard of hearing foundation in the works as well. Fourth, Trousseau is both social and safe. We refer to Trousseau as a virtual extension of the beauty shop, barbershop, and brainchild of the community. A place where there's laughter, along with wisdom, growth-oriented conversation, and genuine connections in a safe space. Trousseau even has proprietary security to ensure we maintain a safe environment for everyone. Where are we at now? Trousseau is live, y'all. We've launched in beta and we're acquiring users daily. We have an incredible development and marketing team, plus amazing celebrity influencers at the table, helping us spread the word around the globe, beginning within the African diaspora and beyond by creating a safe space for growth, connection, and collaboration. We're truly excited about Trousseau. We've created something special for which there is a global market. And we invite you to embark on this journey with us as a shareholder. The future for Trousseau is truly bright. Join us and let's go there together.
Follow the Brand TV broadcast host, Grant McGaw, as he visits with top executives and entrepreneurs to find out their secrets of success with their personal brand. Follow the Brand TV broadcast host as he focuses on brand development to build better relationships, bring value to your business, relationships, and career. You will enjoy listening to each episode that is tailored to speak to you directly. If you're looking for this type of clarity in terms of building your brand, you have tuned into the right station. Each episode will help you to shape a conversation in the 5-star BDM network of 20,000 professionals and become a springboard for your corporate engagement and business opportunities. Each guest will frame their story in the areas of personal branding, business development, career development, financial empowerment, and technology innovation. Grant McGaw explains why he is the CEO and owner of his own professional career. Grant is an accomplished business leader and entrepreneur who wants to give back to individuals to grow their personal brand strategy. Tune in as he weaves his story about new possibilities, while to you exceed expectations. If you love storytelling, this show will make for fun.
I am a child of the Most High God. He has gifted me in ways that I could not even imagine and didn't know.
There was a time when I didn't know who I was. I listened to other people tell me who I should be, what I should do. I listened to people telling me that I should be a boutique owner, that I should be a construction manager, that I should be a laborer. Have you ever felt like you should do something else, be something else, go somewhere else, be wherever you wanted to be, and you felt like you were in a box? Anybody in the room? And you couldn't get out. Anybody in the room? And you kept trying to go and you couldn't get out. Anybody in the room? But let me tell you, you need to rock the box. Rock the box.
I am engaging, inspiring, and empowering. I would give you everything I know just by touching you, if I could, by osmosis, give you every single thing I've learned, I've gone through, I know I would. We know that's not possible, but as it is possible, I love to share information with people.
Some of you out there, people have told you that you can't be, you can't have, you can't do. But I will tell you, like Kinston said, you can, you must, and you will. If it's to be, it's going to be me. You got to say it. If it's to be, it's going to be. If it's to be, it's going to be. If it's to be, it's going to be.
Barbara is because she believed what her mama said about her and not what other people told her.
Every day you wake up, when you're in a situation, it's your choice whether it's an advantage or the disadvantage.
She gained her confidence and her life, and now she is a testimony.
If I can help you elevate yourself, then I feel like I'm elevating my own self as well. What you know and I know together can change the world.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
And good morning, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations, and welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Coach Kimberly Williams, and I am your business moderator for the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and all other cities all across the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Today, we have Dr. Tandra Price. She is a speaker, an author, a trainer, and a networking coach. With over 15 years of experience as a network marketer and sales professional, Dr. Tandra created her next venture coaching and created an empowerment movement for women in business and those aspiring. This concept quickly became successful, which led Tandra to create Conversations Over Coffee. And Tandra's Women Empowerment Brands focuses on connections, networking, and resources. Much of Tandra's success is attributed to her focus on training women to focus on 10 things before 10 o'clock and ensuring that they have the mindset, goals, communication, and support systems in place. She is the highly acclaimed magazine, Tap In, a magazine that highlights exceptional business people globally. I want to present to you none other than the Dr. Tandra Price.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much, Coach Williams. That was an amazing introduction.
I'm so grateful to be able to introduce you. We're excited to hear from you today. Genius is common, and I will see you on the other side.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Well, I'm excited to be here again. My name is Dr. Tandra Price, and I am an international two-time best speaker. I am a network strategist, and I'm the proud owner and editor and publisher of Tapped In Magazine, a widely recognized global publication. Our magazine has 5 editions, one for women, men, speakers, authors, and coaches. Tapped In Magazine solves the problems of making it easier for entrepreneurs to spread their message, expand their network, and reach a broader audience that will potentially generate more leads. Today, we're going to be talking about mastering the art of communications, and we're going to break that down into 5 areas of mastering the art of communication. The first thing we're going to be talking about is the best way to start a conversation. We always want to know when is or how is the best way to start a conversation. 2, we're going to be talking about when is the best time to network. That is something that has been so underlooked and misunderstood about what networking really is. 3, do we have a plan? We always got to have a plan when it comes to us being able to prospect and generate leads. 4, we're going to look at how do LinkedIn play a part into this whole thing of building conversations. And 5, we're going to talk about how Tapped In Magazine can help you reach your goals in building and mastering the art of communication. Were you ever aware that approximately every 2 minutes, somewhere in the world, this big, amazing world that we have is engaging in a conversation? Probably not. We probably don't really think about it like that. But in fact, we are really overlooking it because something is something that we do automatically. We start a conversation every day from the moment we wake up to the time that we go to bed. Can you imagine, again, how many conversations is taking place every 2 minutes? I'm about to reveal some strategies that I've personally used and all of my team members have used in order to really master the art of communication. But I want to take a real deeper look into really some platforms that we are using because of this new technology that we have, and because of the way the world is transitioning. We have so many different platforms that allow us to really make our communication more effectively, quickly. And I want to just kind of talk with you about some of those. Some of these you may know, some of you have used, and some of them you may not. But let's kind of take a deep dive into it. The first platform we talk about is Facebook. Facebook has a wide audience that we can actually tap into. A lot of people use Facebook for, really just staying in contact with our friends and families. But we can also use Facebook as a way of really getting our message out to a whole different broader audience. We have the favorite thing, what we use is the telephone. We don't really have those home phones anymore. We used to hang on the wall, but now we have this handy thing that we call a cell phone that we carry. It is really a mini computer in our pocket, but guess what? It is so much powerful. It is a platform that can really get our message out. We do video chat, messaging apps, team chats, Instagram, Twitter, Skype, Google Meet, Zoom, Slack, WhatsApp, Streamline. I mean, these are some of the platforms that we use right now to effectively master the art of communication. It helps us to move it much quicker, much faster, and much effective. But a lot of times we really kind of take the misunderstanding of communication and networking. I like to just say we're having a conversation. And I like to put it under the umbrella of communication because at any time an individual is sharing information or insight in their area of expertise, that's really what it is. Let me say it again. Anytime that an individual is sharing information or insight in their area of communication and in their area of expertise, it's communication. You can call it networking, but it's basically communication. How do we start just talking? How do we just have a general conversation? If you're in business and you sell products and services and you're trying to, tell a story, or even if you're trying to meet someone for the very first time, if you post anything on social media, it is a form of communication / networking. Okay, so you must ensure that you're sending your message to the target audience, and we want to be clear and concise in a message that is going to be compelling and it's going to hit in the right spots. So let's talk about the first one. How do we start a conversation? What's some ways to start a conversation? So I'm going to give you maybe 10 quick ways of how to start a conversation. It's something that we do automatically. We really don't think about it, but it's something that we do all the time. The first one is how to introducing ourselves. When you introduce yourself or you ask others to do the same, it's something naturally. You walk up to someone in the store and you be like, hello, my name is Tandra Price. Or you go to a networking event. Hello, my name is Dr. Tandra Price. Glad to meet you. Glad to meet you. Sometimes we kind of just solidify the conversation or the introduction with a firm handshake, especially if you're in a professional environment. We just kind of want to seal the deal. This is me. I'm Dr. Tandra Price. The second one, we always want to ask questions. It's a good way to be a conversation starter. Asking questions prompts an immediate response. Anytime you ask a question, hey, how do you like this? Or this is something that you've been to before. It always prompts an immediate response and gets a conversation started. The third one is asking for advice or opinion. People love to be so helpful in asking for their advice or opinion on specific matters, on anything. It is such a good conversation starter because we want to be able to ask opinions of others, and they love to share it. People love to talk about themselves. They love to talk about their expertise, but they like it when people ask them a question. It makes them feel good in the inside. A compliment. We can always do a compliment in starting a conversation. It's kind of like an icebreaker because we're offering a genuine compliment to someone that makes that other person feel good. And that's why it is so important. Hey, I went into the store the other day, was going to go on vacation, saw a lady sitting next to me. She was trying on some shoes. And I said, oh my God, those shoes look so beautiful on your feet. Are those your vacation shoes? And we just started a conversation because one, she was debating whether she wanted to buy the shoes or not. But because I gave her a compliment that made her feel good, she bought those pair of shoes. Make observations is the fifth one. Let's make observations about our surroundings or events itself. If you're, say, pumping gas and the weather's bad, make an observation to the person next to you. Oh my God, the rain is coming in. I want to hurry up and get in. Or if you're at a networking event, ask about, hey, have you been to this event before? Do you know anyone at the event? Always look at your observation, your environment around you. It's a great way to start a conversation. Our sixth way of starting a conversation is using humor. Using humor, again, is another icebreaker. Making a funny joke, a playful comment can really help ease the tension in a conversation, because when you go into a networking event or you meet someone for the very first time, we're all tense because we don't know what to say. We don't know what the reaction is going to be. But when you actually find something that can just break the ice, it kind of puts everybody in their comfort zone, kind of at a comfort level. 7, storytelling is the best way to start a conversation. Why is that? Because it encourages them to share their own story. It helps you to be able to have that listening ear to see if if this is going to be a great prospect for you or if you have a referral for that person. But people love to share their stories because we really never know what their day is or what's going on. And sometimes when people just sit down and share a story with you, it just generates a conversation of no other. 8, the 8th way of starting a conversation is we want to make sure that we show genuine interest. Please do not be talking to people and then be all sideways and looking different ways, because we want to show that we are really interested in what someone is having to say. They've taken the time to meet with you, to have a conversation with you. You want to be able to make sure that you respect that person's time, show interest. You can even demonstrate, a nod or a shake or even ask them questions could be able to show genuine interest because you're letting them know that you are paying attention. Number 9 best ways of starting a conversation is to share your experience, such as events you both attended or recent news items that are going on. Make the conversation engaging. Don't just make it a one-way conversation. It has to be a two-way conversation, because that's how you get to know who your prospect is and if there is really a need. And 10, make sure that you're looking at current events before you go to a networking event or just in your daily routine. Find out what's going on in the world. Find out what topics are trending right now, because believe me, it's a really good way to help you to start a conversation, because most people, when you go into an environment, want to talk about what's going on. They want to talk about the latest trends that's happening. And if you can do one of those 10 things, it will be the great way to start a conversation to you going to your prospect. It is really a way for you to say, hey, you know what? I'm interested. And you want them to say the next question to you, hey, by the way, what do you do? And then you want to say, I'm glad you asked. So make sure you try to use those 10 things or 10 ways of starting a conversation. Sometimes we don't even really know that we're doing them because it's just automatically. I get this question all the time, which is our second topic we're going to talk about. When is the best time to network? I get it all the time. Again, I take networking and communications together because when you wake up in the morning to the time you go to bed, we are talking, we are communicating, we are exchanging information. So when is the best time to network? Right now. Right now, that's the best time to network. A lot of times, if you want to be on a more professional atmosphere, you can do it at social gatherings, conferences, expos, professional organizations, online platforms, before and after a presentation, when you do a one-on-one meeting, in between sessions. I mean, networking is going on constantly because you are having a conversation. But really, how do we master the art of communication when it comes to really having benefits from this? Again, we're always naturally talking. So it is something, a form that we do. We really don't look at it in these areas of breaking it down, but this is really how we do it. But there's so many benefits when you actually master the art of communication. One, it enhances your negotiation. It helps you to negotiate opportunities when you actually meet someone. Two, you're building that trust factor. People love to do business with people they know, like, and trust. But you're establishing trust over time. The more that you communicate, the more that you build, the more that you get yourself out there, the more that people know who you are and what you do, you are building trust, not only with your prospects, but you're building trust within your community. It's also another great benefit because successful networking helps you to engage with others. A lot of times you don't know really what's out there until you're actually having a communication or you're networking with someone. What are they doing? What are the latest things that's happening? What products and services are they doing? What new inventions are going on? It's a way of how you can really benefit from mastering the art of communication, because the more you talk, the more you engage, you're building stronger relationships. Again, it helps you build stronger connections. It helps you to understand and relate to others. And again, you're building a relationship. When you start conversation or building relationships with potential prospects, it's not a short term. It is a long term. And these are some of the benefits, because guess what? The next time that person sees you, they'll refer you to the next person. A lot of times we have our own walking billboards and we really don't even realize it. Why? Because we've mastered the art of communication. We have clearly told people, or clearly and confidently people know exactly what we do. So a lot of times we don't even have to be in the room in order for people to talk about us, to sell our products and services. And another thing, by mastering the art of communication and the benefits that you get, is loyalty and support. So you'll receive support from others in their time of need. Again, just as I was mentioning, when people know exactly what you do, how you do it, and how you serve other people, you are building that trust. You're building that loyalty and support with other people, and then they'll remember you from the next time. Some more benefits of networking. Communication is so important because, again, we're building long-term relationships. I feel like when you meet someone for the first time, let it sit and marinate, okay? We don't want to just throw a bunch of information at a person when we first meet them, because we don't know if they're going to be our client. Two, we don't know if we can help them. And three, you can refer them to someone else. And that's going to build that relationship. That's going to start building that know, like, and trust factor. So we have to really look at all the benefits of mastering the art of communication. So let's talk about just a few more benefits. It helps you to increase your visibility. It makes you more recognizable. It increases your chances of being considered for other opportunities. Again, we're building our own walking billboards, whether you know it or not. When you are actually talking to someone, you've served people, you've been in the community, you've been seen over and over and over, you are building and increasing your visibility. So the next time someone is at a meeting or they're walking around, they'll be like, hey, have you seen Tap In magazine? I mean, they have some captivating covers. They are really expanding their visibility, and you want to be on the front cover of their magazine. Another way of benefiting from networking or communication, it gives you so many opportunities to collaborate. You have to look at partnership and joint ventures when we're building our business. We can't do this thing by ourselves. We have to have other professionals and experts out there. And one of the benefits of communication and networking is it builds such great collaborations, and it helps us to expand our reach and get into different avenues that we would have never gotten in before. The third one is access to resources. It gives you information, tools, resource, or even helps you with your own introductions of other people who can help you grow your business. A lot of times we don't look at the many resources that happen. A lot of times if you need a website, there's a resource. If you need a CRM system, there's a resource. If you need professional photos, which we should all have to help grow our business, it's just a tool that can give you resources. That's the benefits. You really want to build on the benefits of communication and networking. Brand awareness, it helps you to promote your brand. A lot of times when we get into business, we do a lot of different things. We get our websites, we get our LLC, we get all these other things. But if people don't know who you are, how are they going to do business with you? They're not going to knock on your door and say, oh, by the way, what's the name of your business? Building communication and mastering the art of communication, the benefits of it, it helps you to build that brand awareness. And it gives you access to decision makers that sometimes you would have never been able to get into the room with. It is an industry trend. You stay informed about all the latest trends, innovations, and developments that are taking place. A lot of times we don't look at it like that. We look at it, if we go into a networking event, one, we already don't want to be there, but two, we feel like that is something like a chore, but it's really not. Again, when you master the art of communication, you are communication and networking 24/7. It never stops. Anytime, again, that you are trying to send a message out, no matter what platform you're using, when you're trying to communicate with the masses, you are mastering the art of communication. But we got to do it effectively and efficiently. We have to be clear and concise so our prospects know exactly what it is that we do. And the last benefit, and this is just some of the benefits, there's so many more benefits we could talk about, but business growth. For entrepreneurs and business owners, networking can help you attract clients, customers, investors, and suppliers to help you grow your business. We want to talk about the third one. What is the plan? A lot of times when we're thinking about communicating, especially us as entrepreneurs, the first thing we do is when people say networking, we go, oh my God, I don't want to go to a networking event. I hate networking, but what it is that you fail to have a plan when you go into networking. You fail to have a plan when it's time to communicate. We have to do certain things no matter what. When we wake up in the morning to the time we go to bed, when we're talking to people, we always have to have that hidden agenda of what it is that we're trying to get. What's the objective? What are you trying to get? And that's the same thing with the plan. So let's talk about when you go into a networking event. We want to make sure that we're using our time wisely and that we're not wasting time, because we want to make sure that we're in the right place at the right time, talking to the right people. So we got to have a plan. So the first thing we want to talk about is setting a goal. What are your objectives for the event? Are you seeking new clients or partnership? Do you have a clear goal or a focus when you go in there? So a lot of times when we get so many offers, so many invites, whether it's through social media, email, about come to this event, join this event. But if your actual ideal client is not there, you've wasted your time. If you don't have an objective of what you're planning on when you get there, then you've wasted your time. The third thing we want to do is second thing we want to do is we want to research the event. Gather as much information about the event, the schedule, the speakers, who's going to be attending. Identify key people you like to connect with. It will help you to avoid, again, wasted time at events. You want to make sure that you are using your time wisely, that your ideal clients is going to be at that event. We want to make sure that we prepare your introduction. The worst thing you could do when it goes into a networking event is that you're not prepared. We're not prepared. And really and truly, when you're networking for the next person. You're networking for your next client. But you got to be prepared with your introduction because you don't want to lose any clients to come across to you that could really be that next $1 million client. So instead of focusing on selling, prepare what you're going to say to make an impression. Make sure that it's conducive to the audience that you're speaking with. Prepare to make an impression. A lot of times we don't make that impression. We just kind of go in and we're just talking and then we, throwing our business card out. But a lot of times people are not doing that. Let me tell you, when you go to networking events, people are not there to sell products and services. And that's why people get so upset or frustrated when it comes to networking, because you miss the key points. You miss the plan. You missed the plan that you were supposed to have prior to going to there. So bring essential materials, okay, when you go to networking. If you need your computer, a notepad, a pen, most importantly, ensure that your cell phone is fully charged. You can't go into a networking event and you have half a charge on your cell phone, because if you need to actually get somebody's information and your cell phone goes dead, guess what? They're not going to wait for you to go and charge it up. Trust me, they're not. So make sure that you have all the information, all the materials, essential materials that you need, the correct app. Make sure that all your information, even when you're doing electronic business cards, that it is all updated. Prospects are not going to go find you. They're just not. They want to make sure that you are the professional that you are and that you have all your information all wrapped up in one. So make sure that all your stuff is updated. Again, active listening. It is so important when you go into a networking event. Make sure that you're listening. We talked about that earlier. Make sure that you're listening. Pay attention. And here's the cue of why you really want to pay attention, because you want to make sure that you don't miss any key things that you can use to reference later down the road. You want to make sure that you're able to give all that good juice and information to the client that you need. And if you're not actively listening to that client, you don't have anything to remember by. You don't have any resource to say, oh, by the way, I remember this. And let me tell you, that's a huge point when you're actually connecting with people, because once you remember something, oh, that's so good. Make sure that you go in at least trying to connect with at least 5 people. Okay, don't leave a networking event if you have not at least connected with 5 people. It's really easy. Again, we just talked about making sure you have all the essential materials. Make sure that when you leave, ask the client the best way that you can connect with them. Or a matter of fact, say, hey, are you on LinkedIn? Are you on Instagram? I mean, pick one of those social media platforms that we talked about to see if they are connected on those, and then immediately connect with them. And let me tell you this, because within 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours, you will be forgotten about. That's why you have to do active listening to make sure that you can say, hey, you know what? That was a funny joke that you said. Or, hey, I use this, my next client that I use. Thank you for sharing that information with me. I always have something that's going to make an impression. Another easy way for you to connect with 5 people is every conference has a Facebook group. They all have Facebook groups because they're trying to grow their community. You can join in on that Facebook group, connect with 5 people. So even when you get to the event, it's not like an awkward situation that you have to go find people, because you can right there start connecting with those 5 people and say, hey, are you going to be at the event? Can't wait to meet you. Share information and then start looking them up. And then always make sure that you have a follow-up plan. Make sure that you have a plan to say, hey, we're going to go to coffee. We're going to do a virtual meeting. We're going to do something, because you will have wasted your complete time if you went to a networking event and you don't have a follow-up plan. Okay, that's when you do in-person events. Even if you're doing virtual events, create a comfortable setup. Make sure when you do your virtual events that it's comfortable, it's quiet, that you can pay attention, that you're not in a noisy background. 2, make sure that you have tested your technical tools. Make sure that your mics are working, everything is working, so that you're not missing any of that good information. 3, make sure that you take some notes. I'm always a note taker because I believe note takers are money makers. So I'm always taking notes, no matter where I'm going, whether I'm doing mentally notes or whether I'm on a virtual call, I'm doing virtual notes, because I want to make sure that I get something from this event that I'm attending. And I want to make sure that I make an a memorable impression to that person. Another thing that you can do when you're on virtual events, please speak up, get on camera. Do not take a Zoom or virtual event and say, oh, by the way, I had a bad day, so listen, I'm not going to show my face. No, people want to do business with people who they see. And if they don't see you, let me tell you, 9 times out of 10, even when you do that virtual event, it's not going to be a follow-up call. So make sure that you are prepared to be virtually seen and to speak up. Even if you're in a group of people, make sure that you are speaking up. And two, and the last one, I'm sorry, on virtual events, share content, share something. Again, you should have done your research on the event. So therefore you could be able to share some type of insight about what that event is to start generating up conversation. Remember, it is a two-way process. Real quickly, when you go to a networking event, I want to share the 8 type of networkers, and I'm going to go through this fairly quickly. One, the first type of networkers are the social butterfly. These are people that's always the most loudest in the room. They're talking, but these are the best kind of networkers that you want to be around, because guess what? They're going to help you get introduced. If you go to a networking event and you kind of like, I'm like that introvert person, don't want to talk, but if you get in a crowd with social butterflies, they are more apt to help you. They are focused more on building relationships and enjoying the social event to help you feel comfortable and connected. The second type of networker is the expert or the business promoter. These are the type of networkers that are highly knowledgeable in their field and possess valuable insight as an expert. They attend these events because they're primarily promoting their own business, but they're sharing valuable information. The fourth one is like, I call them the FOMO, don't want to be left out. These are the type of networks that attend events just to gather the information and insight, to ask questions and to get like engaged information. They just kind of want to know what the latest gossip is. I say the fifth networker is the buffet eaters. There's always going to be a buffet eater at a networking event because most people sometimes just go for the food. They don't really go for the conversation. It's an after hour event. Listen, some people don't want to go home and cook, so they go to the networking event for the buffet. But remember, the conversation starts at the back of the line, not the front of the line. You can get all the information. The sixth type of networker is the walker or connector. These are people that just the type of just focus on building relationship and connecting with people. They're primarily just seeking out opportunities and to introduce individuals and make referrals. Those are the type of people. But then you have your digital networkers where they're utilizing online platforms. A lot of times they're just in there and they're going to talk. All they're going to say is what social media platform you're on. They're going to search you out on that platform and see if you are an ideal candidate. And the last one, which is the 8th type of networker, is just a goal strategist. Listen, they on a mission. They have a mission to at least get those 5 contacts, make an impression, and they're going to make sure that they do a follow-up. So when you go to a networking event, I kind of shared 8 type of networkers. Go in there and do a 360 panoramic view of the room and figure out where they are. They're in different areas of the room. You have your social butterflies in the left. Look at the room. Look how it's designed. Look how people are standing. And we could talk about body language another time, but those are some of the networkers that you want to think about. Now, my favorite is how does LinkedIn come in with all of this information? I'm going to go through this really quickly with you so you can understand just how LinkedIn really plays a part in this, because LinkedIn has over 810 million users. Let me say that again. 800, and it's probably more at this time, but 810 million users on LinkedIn. And did I mention it was a free? Let me say it again, a free platform to use. But when you master the art of communication on LinkedIn, it is so important because you have all your decision makers on there. You have people who are looking to do business with you on LinkedIn. So it's so important that you master these arts of communication when it comes to your LinkedIn. One, make sure that you have a professional profile picture. It needs to be professional, not no selfie that has a bunch of stuff in the background. I mean, your face is looking approachable, you're smiling. It is truly a professional picture. You want to make it a positive first impression. Remember, we only have just a few seconds to make that first impression. 2, you want to make sure that your headline or your border is clear and concise, that it says what your role is in your industry. A lot of times, don't use stock footage, because if I look on your LinkedIn and I see stock footage, I don't even know what you do. What is this? It's a pretty stock footage, but it says nothing about who you are and what you do, because at the half mark of that LinkedIn profile, they're not going down a lot further, not unless it's engaging. Not unless your profile can keep the conversation going, are they going to go further down? 3, make sure that you have your highlights done. Put your videos, reels, and even effective posts. Make sure that you put your most important information that you want your clients or prospects to see on your LinkedIn page. Remember summary, highlights on your strengths, and provide a glimpse of your professional journey. Don't put anything else on there that is not talking about how you can help your potential prospects solve their problem. Your experience, a lot of us are entrepreneurs, so be detailed about your entrepreneurial experience. Focus on your accomplishments and specific results. Prospects love that because if they have a problem and they look you up, they want to know that you're the key person that can help them. Your skills, list skills that are relevant to your expertise. Even get some endorsements from the people who you're connected with. It helps you to boost up your ratings within your LinkedIn profile. Talk about education, include education and highlight your degrees, things that you've done in the community. Put different type of stuff on there that will help them to identify why they need to work with you. A lot of times we leave out certifications. Put anything on there that you've gotten a certification in. Recommendations, they love it. Look at your list of people that are a part of your LinkedIn and get recommendations. Another thing is, what do you do? Like sometimes once your profile is done really good and professionally and your prospects wants to know a little bit more about you, they look at what kind of volunteer experience that you have, what kind of causes that you are a part of. Make sure that you put something in there because as all entrepreneurs, we need to have a cause and we need to be able to serve, and serving is doing volunteers. Your media attachment, include any relevant images, news, press release, magazines like Tapped In magazine that you have been in. Showcase your work. And then lastly, engage and network. When you actually are in LinkedIn and starting to make communication, make sure that you are engaging with the people. Look at their profile. Listen, when you engage, don't put no 1 or 2 comments on there. Don't definitely stay away from emojis. Make sure that you show your potential prospect that you're trying to connect with, that you've actually looked at their profile, you looked at some of their posts, engage in there, say something in there that makes them know that you have actually been tapping into what they're doing. Lastly, I want to talk about Tapped In magazine. I want you to imagine the impact of being featured on the front cover of a global magazine, a renowned published magazine dedicated. We're dedicated to helping entrepreneurs and business owners thrive. And they're experts. We want you to make sure that we can help you to increase your visibility and take you to the next level. It's like unlocking the power. It's like giving you the microphone to your brand and making sure that everyone hears it. So let's think about Tapped In as another way of mastering the art of communication, because it's going to help you spread your message, not only just in a certain community, but it's going to give you a broader area of where you can actually tap into so other people can know who you are. Listen, with Tapped In magazine, we strategically, make sure that we give you a captivating cover. Make sure that people know exactly who you are. That's why I say pictures are everything. It helps you to get credibility and authority in your industry. We help you to amplify your voice. Remember, we are the microphone that is helping you spread that message loudly and clearly. We help you to communication. Listen, every time I go into a meeting, I'm not just there to give you a magazine, because inside this magazine, it's much more than just the pages. Guess what? It's a statement that I'm leaving. When your client sees that you hand them a publication with your face on the front cover, it speaks volumes. It speaks more than words can imagine. And we help you to reach your goals. We kind of look at it overall. Where are you trying to be? Where are you trying to go? And we try to put different strategies and techniques in place to help you reach your goal. It's a multiple platform that we use to help you to reach your goals. See, a lot of times when we think about publications, we don't really think about what it can do, the the power that it has. We talk about having the power of networking. Publications is just as important because you're helping to master the art of communication. Listen, inside that publication, we could talk about several different things. We could talk about what you do, how you do it. We can give people a little introduction about you. But listen, we have a client base of customers that we help. And those customers, because of us and our leadership, we're helping them to go to another whole platform. So why not highlight them? Highlight something amazing that one of your clients did in the publication. Tapped In Magazine helps you to come up with strategic information to show who you are and what you do in the community and the people that you're helping and the transformation that you're making in their lives. So right now, listen, we're getting close to the end of the year, and Tapped In Magazine is doing something so phenomenal in the holiday issue. You want to be on the front cover of a global publication moving into 2024. A lot of times we have to look at having a lot of time. If you don't have time to send out 100 messages or do 100 or so emails, let the publications be that platform for you. I know a lot of times I don't have time to send out all those messages. And if I had a digital imprint publication that can speak my language, then that would be perfect. So I want you to go to Tap In, that's TAPIN, magazine.org. Let us help you master the art of communication. Let us be able to help you amplify your voice, amplify your brand, amplify who you are and what you do and how people can connect with you. I'm telling you, it's nothing like being on the front cover of a publication and mastering the art of communication. We've talked about a lot of things in a lot of ways on how to master the art of communication. But if we're not talking, then nobody hears our voice. And that is so important. Like Nikki Giovanni says, I love her quote, we have to find a way to let people know that we are there. And if you're not having communication effectively, then they're not going to know that you're there. So either you need to get tapped in or you're going to be tapped out.
Dr. Tandra Price, thank you for sharing your expertise with us today.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Well, again, remember, go to Tap In Magazine. That's TAPIN magazine.org. Check out some of our articles and how you can get featured.
Oh, we are so thrilled to have had you with us today. Our genius is common, and we're going to see you on the other side.
Bye. Thank you so much.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support. Where health education is abundant. Where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations. Welcome. You have arrived at STEM City, USA. It is what every city should be. A safe and trusted community where you find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond. STEM City is unlike anything you have ever experienced. It is a digital twin of the world around you, only better. STEM City is about energy and soul renewal. It is more than a digital world. You can almost feel the power of live cultural events, music, and theater. STEM City promises a better future for children with caring mentors and hands-on activities with dedicated tutors to support our youth. STEM City is your passport to a healthy lifestyle with weekly events addressing our community's many issues. STEM City is your financial well-being with helpful information on wealth management, career advancement, job training, and so much more. STEM City is the community you deserve. It is the city where your dreams can come true. STEM City USA, a place in the sky that is accessible to all who reach for the stars.